Hello.
Hello?
Hello. What's up, bro?
Hey, this is the What's Up Bro podcast. We talk about movies, TV, geek stuff, news, pop culture, and it's funny, motherfucker! With nary signs, the question is not on here that I could have said yes to would have been a cock ring. I'm like, oh, I've done that. Jeff.
It was called Bibbidi Bobbidi Doorknob.
Stephanie.
The only reason he was invited was because he was dating my friend. It was like a pity invite. And he was like one of the first people to get there. What a loser.
And we have Missy.
Yes, I'm here.
Is also here.
Oh, Missy is also here. A girl has no last name.
Not anymore, am I right? Huh? And special correspondence with Steph Mayer Sr.
Yeah, I don't have to look for you.
And this is the What's Up Bro podcast. That's how winning is done.
Hey, I'm Dave Chappelle, and this is What's Up, Bro.
And we're recording.
It was an abrupt stop.
I know.
You could have just faded.
I couldn't because I had to do that
with the volume. You could fade it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
About that.
Well, now you know.
And no one has to battle G.I. Joe. Anyways, welcome to the What's Up Bro podcast. It's been a minute, but we are back. I am Nary Science. With me, as usual, is Steph.
Hello.
And we got Missy.
Hi.
And today's special guest, we got my wife.
Pew, 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 pew. It's not that loud. I don't know why you have such a strong reaction to it.
Because it's loud.
It's not that loud.
All the soundbite dreams are coming true.
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, Lord of mercy. Anyway, so thank you for checking us out. We've been off for a couple weeks. Scheduling is tough. And shout out to Jeff, and who came for a hot minute but then had to leave on family urgencies. So good for him. What are we doing? Are we watching phones? What are we doing?
I'm watching.
We're recording, man.
I'm watching my BFF Wendy McClendon Covey and her new kittens.
Okay, can we fucking stop? Because, recording a podcast now.
You're talking about Jeff. I heard you.
Yeah, I know you heard me, but this is distracting. Get off the phone, man.
See, for once, he's not yelling at me for being on the phone.
Yeah, I bet wait for it.
No, yes, right at this moment. But I'm sure it will.
It'll happen.
Anyway, so a lot's happened. We've been away for a little bit. I've been working like an animal on a luxury cruise line.
So sad for
poor you.
Yeah, but with so sad for you.
Yeah, I've had
so
the last.
It's been terrible.
Cry me a river. He's on a cruise ship where someone's cleaning his room for him and making all his food for him, and all he has to do is go to the gym.
Yeah, but you were with him too.
Yeah, and he made her go to the gym.
Yeah, he forced me to go to the gym.
Terrible.
No, going to the gym is awesome.
It actually is. It's really great. I know. I've been doing it too, and I don't want to admit it, but I feel better after.
You've been going to the gym, or you've been going to kickboxing?
I've been going to kickboxing and Zumba, but kickboxing is at a gym.
Cardio kickboxing classes that I took. I mean, it's been years, but they were amazing.
They're great.
They were great.
I feel like I'm gonna die, but they're great.
I wish I had one nearby, but it's just too long of a drive to fucking go all the way over there.
Yeah. I mean, the one I used to do was the one in Kendo.
On 117th?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I go.
Yeah. So I used to go there, but it was fun. It was great. A little pricey.
Yeah.
I like kickboxing.
It's the only thing. It's a little pricey,
but it was good. Anyway, so we've had a lot happen.
Yes.
Let's get into movies first, because a lot of movies have come out since we last recorded. When did we last record?
I don't remember. It's been about a month, though.
No, well, I know the last time that we dropped an episode was on May 22nd. So almost a month, yeah.
It's been a month.
No, it's more than a month, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about, the last time we dropped an episode, we were talking about the Game of Thrones review.
That's right.
So, a lot has happened since then.
Right, I wasn't on that.
A lot more mediocre stuff has come out, yes. I like Game of Thrones. I don't understand.
But, I know.
But we had a lot of, did anybody watch, did Aladdin?
I did.
Did you like Aladdin?
I did, and I was very surprised because I thought it was going to be hot garbage. And I was one of those people that from the beginning, I was like, this does not look good.
I thought it would look great. The trailer looked great. I mean, again, I haven't seen the movie, but
it took like 2 or 3 trailers for me to be like, oh, okay, so maybe
that
this
first
might be
teaser
okay.
trailer with the Cave of Wonders looked amazing.
Yeah, but from the beginning, and this is still my one critique of the movie, and I won't say too much because I know you guys want to see it. My one critique was that from the beginning, for me, Jafar never felt like Jafar, if that makes any kind of sense. He was Jaclose. Laugh. You want to laugh. It's funny.
Sure. I don't know what that means. But...
I just feel like he didn't...
Jafar,
Jaclose.
We had to use hand motions
3D explanation
to illustrate.
I don't think I could hear it.
The
'cause
pun.
The dogs were fucking loud as shit.
Well,
No, get out. Stay out.
at least she's not vomiting.
But
It's the same Aladdin story.
it is the same Aladdin story. There are a few other layers added to it, especially for Jasmine's character, which are great. The improvements that were made and the additions that were made were fantastic. Jafar, for me, just in general, just wasn't... He's evil, but for me, and especially within his relationship to Jasmine, like, I always felt like he was very creepy. And I didn't get that.
because he was older?
Right. And he's also creepy. He's a creepy old dude.
Yeah.
I didn't get that from him, and it might be because
Is the guy playing him not as old?
I don't think so. He looks like he's maybe in his 30s, maybe 40s, pushing it, but he doesn't look like a creepy old dude like he should be. And Will Smith was great. Like I knew that they weren't gonna do the same thing.
Did he do like an accent?
No, he was Will Smith. He was just
Will Smith has never done an accent. Even when he's supposed to, he just does.
He just does it. He's like Arnold. Like Arnold just is like,
Arnold.
His name will be like, Kevin Scott or whatever, but he'll have a fucking Austrian accent. It is what it is.
Kidding.
Van Damme. Oh, you're American?
Yeah.
There's an American flag tattooed on you? It's a weird accent for America. Where's that from? Kentucky?
Wisconsin.
It's a Wisconsin accent, is it? Oh, North Dakota. Because nobody knows what the fuck North Dakota sounds like. So let's believe that.
Yeah. I liked it. I was impressed because I was expecting so little from it. I don't think it's the best movie I've seen this year, but
where would you rank it in the live action remix for Disney? So up until this point, we've had Cinderella.
We've had Cinderella.
We've had.
I don't know if
Sleeping
Maleficent
Beauty.
really counts because it's a retelling of the story.
Right.
We've had Jungle Book,
Book.
which is still to this day my favorite one. Is Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, and then we've
Dumbo.
had
Dumbo, which
Dumbo
I really liked,
and Beauty and the Beast.
and Beauty and the Beast, which I also really liked.
Does Christopher Robin count?
No, because
No,
it's
not
a
It's a different story.
it's not a different story. You could kind of say that it's
but it's a
loosely-
live action Winnie the Pooh.
Right. And you could say that it's a continuation of the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh from the 70s. But I don't think it's a remake of anything because it's not retelling a story. It's a new story. It would probably be somewhere in the middle, I would say.
Which is your favorite one?
My favorite one is Jungle Book.
Oh, and Beauty and the Beast. Did you say?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
My favorite one,
And then-
far and beyond, is Jungle Book.
Okay, then.
I really liked Beauty and the Beast. I know that you didn't like it, but I really liked Beauty and the Beast.
Not only did I not like it, I disliked it.
I really
There's a
liked
big
Beauty and the
difference.
Beast. I really liked Cinderella. Maleficent for me, and this is just a personal thing. Not that it's a bad movie. I just don't like it as much as the other ones. Yeah, so I would say it's somewhere in the middle, like right in the middle, which isn't bad. It's
Saw
not,
Dumbo?
I did see Dumbo.
I haven't seen that one either because I've been working.
Well, Dave's about to get it on the
Yeah, it
flea
comes
market.
out next week.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
so
I'm in the same flea market list.
yeah.
I'm in the same.
Oh no, I was just like, going by the dates from the iTunes.
That's
iTunes.
also the dates that the flea market goes by.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that. Remember, I have a thing about.
You have a phobia about getting movies for cheaper?
Yeah, I think they're gonna take all my money.
You're like, no, I want it full price. I don't want this half price
Well, first
bullshit.
of all, I have to move fast because if I wait, then I'm not able to buy the movies I pre-order anyway because you guys will jump on it, and that's it for trying to get
That's
my own
not true
code.
because if you get your own code, you could. It doesn't matter. You can't buy it off iTunes if we buy it first, but you could get it from the flea market anytime you want.
But it's safer if you buy it on iTunes. You just wait a couple of weeks and then it drops to $9.99 and you get it then.
Okay.
But then I
Good
can't
luck
do
to you.
that.
But this is America. I want it
Yeah,
now.
good luck to you.
I can't do that though because you guys will get it before me and then I'm screwed.
Yes, you're so screwed out of watching a movie that you didn't have to pay for. Oh my god. Oh, the horror.
I didn't want to say I didn't want to come out and say it was a perk, but it's a perk. I texted him this afternoon because I always go to Neri's account first, and there's like 3 rows of Tom Hanks movies, and I go, did Tom Hanks email you that you can buy all of his movies or he's gonna die? And,
Probably.
And he writes back, he goes, Tommy would never do that.
Yeah, Tommy.
But I
Smart boy.
feel like, yes, that's exactly what happened, because any movie that you want to see of Tom Hanks is now in the family share.
Good to know.
Except one, there was a couple that I was like, nah.
You didn't get like You've Got Mail or anything like
I
that.
had You Got Mail. Excuse me, madam.
Excuse you. It's my favorite.
First of all, second of all, no, I didn't get like Man with the One Red Shoe or some shit like that. I'm like, I'm alright. I don't need that.
I've never seen what's one something versus the volcano.
Joe versus the Vacation. Good.
Yeah,
It's like him and Meg Ryan in her most Meg Ryanness.
I think You've Got Mail was her peak Meg Ryan.
Okay.
No,
I've seen all the Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movies.
wasn't that the last one?
The last one was You Got Mail, yeah. But Sleeping in Seattle is pretty much Meg Ryan. Like, that's her
You think that's her peak?
apex. Well, she didn't make anything after You Got Mail, so
She did. They're just all shitty.
Exactly.
She was like a boxing.
Also,
It doesn't go from 10 to 5. Like the peak,
she did make something. She made her face look like shit.
Oh, she did. I feel bad.
Did you know that she's like
1,000? Yeah.
no, she's with John Cougar Mellencamp these days, and I didn't know that until really recently.
I haven't heard the name John Cougar Mellencamp in.
Says Behind the Music in 1997.
Yeah.
Well, I hear it a little bit more often.
Why?
Because
Why? Now
you're
I'm
so
interested
gonna
in-
laugh at me.
Yeah, no. Now I'm like interested in knowing why John Cougar Mellencamp.
Because
is
his
the name.
daughter Teddy is on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills,
course.
and Andy Cohen in the last reunion asked if John Mellencamp and Meg Ryan watched the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and that's when I found out they were together. I'm like, he's with Meg Ryan.
Speaking of which, where's my PowerPoint?
We are all losers for having heard that.
That's
and-
so loud.
Okay, so wait, I have to tell you about this homework assignment that Missy has given me.
It's not homework assignment. I indulged your that
You did.
stupid shit that nobody cares about.
I'm at the point where
But this is the second time I've done
it is.
Because what did I do the first time? On a random Wednesday morning,
I don't remember.
Stephanie, give me a mountain of your favorite
Oh,
housewife.
yes.
You went ape shit.
I did, and I gave you a mountain of my favorite
Yeah, I
housewives.
don't know what it was.
With
but you
honorable
did do
mention,
that.
but I did. So to further indulge me, Missy asked me for a PowerPoint presentation
I told her
on the housewives.
I want 2 to 3 slides on each cast, and then one additional slide of a best of clip.
Well, here's the thing: is that
And she's at like 12, like slide number 12, and she's like on the second.
I'm still in Orange County. So now I'm thinking,
the size of a Bible.
so that, or it's gonna have like 200 slides, or I think maybe I should just make a presentation per franchise.
Oh my god.
If you have that kind of time, and you really want to dedicate.
I mean, it might take me a couple of weeks, but I could do it.
The thing is that this is going in.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Basically, this is not going to go anywhere.
No, it's fine. It's just for you and me.
Like, you can't send it to Perez Hilton. He's not going to do anything with it.
No.
So, but you
Send
know,
it to Andy Cohen.
I might send it to Andy Cohen.
Oh my god! Speaking of the Andys, have you guys sat through the Anderson Cooper like tributes to his mom?
No.
I saw like the
can't.
Instagram one. Do you know who we're talking about?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you know who Anderson Cooper is?
The guy from CNN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know who his mother was?
No.
Gloria Vanderbilt.
Oh,
Do you know who she is?
No.
Okay. I figured as much.
classic Gloria. Am I right?
Not anymore, because
You know, she died. She
Well,
died
she's
last
super
week.
classic. That's like
She died last week.
vintage classic.
The Vanderbilts are like up there
I
with
know the Vanderbilt.
right. They're like
I just don't know Gloria Vanderbilt.
well, she's one
You
of
don't have tea with her? I mean,
I don't know her.
I mean, nobody's bought her jeans.
not anymore.
No, we do a weekend at Bernie's thing with her. Fucking great.
Oh man.
Too soon,
He's
bro.
clapping at himself, by
Too
the
soon, bro.
way. He pushed the button himself. Nobody
Yeah, nobody
did it for
pushed
him.
that for him.
Wow.
Way to go, Tinkerbell.
I'm changing
So-
his name.
So Gloria Vanderbilt died.
Yes, and I don't know anything about. Well, I found out as much as I do because I came across his tribute, like the
Mhm.
8-minute tribute that he did for her.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of Facebook Watch now. Do you guys know that you can put Facebook Watch on your TVs?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I told Jeff that, and he
What?
was, and it blew his mind. I was like,
Did he really blow his mind, or was he being sarcastic?
no, he told me he didn't know because the guy that he had brought up earlier, I forgot his name already, and he's like watching.
Wow,
on his
you were really
phone.
paying attention.
And I was like, I sat through like 15 minutes of this guy's videos on the way to his house yet.
Oh, Logan Paul, Jake.
No,
No,
it's the
the-
other
Paul
guy.
Logan.
Drake and
Paul Logan's the guy that I met, that I just learned who he was.
Got it.
And he was talking about.
So I was like, you could just go home and watch this on your giant ass TV. He's like, oh, I don't want to project it. I'm like, Facebook Watch app. Like, how did I know about this before you did? I'm the one that's always late.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very heartwarming tribute, and I feel so bad for him now.
Well, they have a little bit of a tragic past because Anderson had an older brother that was like 10 years older than him, and he killed himself. He threw himself off their balcony, like off their like Fifth Avenue penthouse balcony.
Which is the reason why I don't have a penthouse.
yeah, that's the reason. Why.
Yeah, sure, Jan.
Because he doesn't want Lady to vomit on his neighbors.
Got it. Yes, he's so considerate of other people.
Yeah.
And I've seen interviews with Gloria Vanderbilt where she's talked about like that moment, and she said that the only reason that she didn't like jump off with Carter was because of Anderson, because she knew she had like another child to raise that was like dependent on her. But yeah, I can't imagine.
That's a lot of weight to carry as a child.
How old was he?
He was like 22. This was like in the 70s, I think.
So Anderson was 22.
No,
No.
Carter, the older brother, was
Right.
like
like
How old
12
was
then.
Anderson?
Anderson was like 12.
No,
he was
said
young.
he was 10 in the
Oh, okay.
tribute.
10.
And the most heartbreaking part of that whole thing was that he's like went down the list, like his dad is dead, his mom is dead, his brother's like there's nobody that knows him from day one. I was like, come to my house. You'll want to run away in 10 minutes, but still, just stop by.
Right.
Come say hi.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
you
there.
still don't know him from day one.
I don't.
That's sad.
But Maria can make him some toast or something. I don't know.
Is Anderson married?
He's gay.
I know he's gay. They get married too.
No, I know.
Holy fuck. Jesus.
That's not what I meant.
No,
No,
Pride Month.
This is the greatest money I've ever spent in my entire life.
Jesus Christ.
I like the way I am now.
So loud. It's
That
so
was-
loud.
that was
It took me a second to realize what that
That
was.
was a little loud.
No, he's not. I don't even know that he's seeing. It's not public if he's in a relationship. or not.
That's why I was asking.
No, but he is BFFs with Andy Cohen, which is how we got here. So,
Right. The Andes.
Full sec.
yeah,
Do they have a show called The Andes?
they have a touring. They go on tour and do like speaking engagements, and the show is called AC2,
Oh,
AC squared rather.
they missed out on The Andes. It's a better name.
So, did anybody watch Men in Black?
No,
I don't know what number
I'm
is it.
watching
4?
it. It's 4. It's international. I want to watch all these movies. Like all these movies came out, and I haven't been able to watch all of them because I've been on the fucking road. I've been out.
I want to watch it, but I mean, it kind of got trashed. But you
So
know.
did Dark Phoenix, and I
I haven't seen that either, and I want to watch it. But I like the X-Men series. I even like the bad ones. So
I'm more interested in watching, and this is coming from a diehard, not only superhero movie fan but X-Men fan. But I am wanting to watch. I have more interest. The trailer was better for Men in Black International than it was for Dark Phoenix. I have more interest in Men in Black International, even though it got slammed.
they both got slammed. So I mean, we'll see.
Well, I read somewhere on the Twitter today that they want to pull it from the theater early.
What?
Men in Black,
Okay.
but it's only been gone out for like 2 weeks or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I think it did worse than Dark Phoenix because I think that's still
That's still playing. Yeah. And it's been out.
But I think
a
it had
week
more
before.
marketing. I think Men in Black had more marketing than Dark Phoenix.
really.
That's a part. When you put more marketing, that means it has more money spent into it.
Mhm.
They're like just count your
because
losses and
the studio probably thought that since Sophie Turner was coming off of the Game of Thrones finale that it would
She's
be
good
enough.
though. Like
No, she's hella talented.
but she's good. Like Apocalypse wasn't great, but that's when they introduced her as Jean Grey, and she was great. I thought, but I like her
she's
anyway.
yeah. That's what happens when you have like
Can you get off the phone? We're recording a podcast.
oh shit.
Oh.
shots fired.
So annoying.
I'm so
Shots
sorry.
fired.
If you have headphones on and you're at work,
Seriously.
you're probably looking like a crazy
No,
person.
I
Smooth it out.
smooth it out.
Oh, so for the listeners, but the rest of us can suffer here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's really weird this afternoon. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I want to watch all of them, so I'll just wait for everyone to buy it.
Okay, that works.
It's not my brand of music of movies that I buy.
But
Right, it's not a
I'm gonna
strong.
buy them anyway.
That's what. Yeah, I just said I'm gonna.
I'm sorry, but you could buy it. We're still gonna buy it, even if you buy it. You can.
Right, but in would be the scenario where I'm saving my money because I just wait for you guys to do it.
Yeah, I want to watch all of those. What else came out? We watched Toy Story 4. I think everybody on this table has watched Toy Story 4.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 2 people who liked it, and then 2 people who did not like it.
Correct.
So there's that.
Yeah.
50-50 people. Go with it.
So
Go with your heart.
I think my only problem with the movie was the ventriloquist.
They
or
were
whatever.
awful.
They were super creepy.
I mean, they're
That's the
supposed to
point.
be
That's the
though.
point, though.
Right.
Like, I didn't have a problem with those.
No,
actually.
they
Vanessa
were
had a
nightmare
problem.
fuel. I was covering my
I
eyes.
agree.
I
They were
didn't-
nightmare fuel, but they're supposed to be. That's like,
Yeah, I mean,
You have no feeling.
that whole intro with Gabby and the dummies was like fantastic though. Like it was so.
that was super nightmare fuel.
It was,
Creepy
but it was
as sin.
cool. Like it was a cool intro, and like I was I feel like kids movies don't do that anymore. Like kids movies of yesteryear used to freak you out, right?
Things
Like
we say now.
yeah, right. Things we say now.
That's gonna be a button. We gotta put that. Things we say now.
Yeah, from that overrated AF movie.
Oh wow.
Legit. High five.
That was a bad high five. That was
I
better.
don't know. That's sad.
But anyway, I feel like kids movies these days aren't scary. Like back then,
Yeah,
they used to be scary.
Every
Like
kid movie had one scary scene. Where they
right,
were like, this
like
is
the Snow White. Like at the end when the witch is like chasing her through the forest. Like that's
Snow White
scary.
has a lot of scary scenes.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Like when
that
she's
was-
running through the
Pinocchio has really
Pinocchio's
scary
terrifying.
scenes.
The
Lion
pink
King.
elephants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the pink elephants. I don't know what your
No,
deal with
but
the
they're
pink
supposed
elephants.
to be scary.
Right.
They
I like the
they
pink
worked the way it was supposed to work
The Evil
on a
Queen.
normal child like me. You were like, yay, this is fun. That's it
My
was
Pink elephants on parade is cool as shit, dude.
on parade, dude. And that scene in that movie was super scary, dude.
But that's what it's
that's what it's
called. The
called.
scene is and the
But
song is
that
called Pink
movie,
Elephants on Parade.
It's super scary, dude.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
disagree.
It's supposed to be scary. Like that's.
But that's my point. Like the kids movies, I feel like don't.
Oh, the Siamese cat scene. Oh, fuck. That was,
they're
They're
weird.
not
I don't know that
scary.
it's
That
scary,
one
but it's weird.
We are Siamese. Oh, that one fucked me up as a kid.
From the
Legit.
Lady in the Tramp.
Absolutely. I fucking skipped that scene every time they would come on. I was like, fast forward this bitch. And
Really?
start-
They're
yeah.
not scary.
They're not
We are
scary.
They're cats.
We are Siamese. I was like, oh, fuck. Get out.
The Evil Queen from
So wait.
Napping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
when did the
Maleficent?
scary scenes start? I think maybe it just phased out of them as far as
I think they
age.
did. Yeah, probably because
Maybe, maybe we're not scared anymore because we're not scared.
maybe
We're
not. But
adults.
like as a kid, for example, like I found the Snow White witch to be scary, but I was also raised with like Ursula and Little Mermaid, and I never thought Ursula was scary.
Neither did I.
She
I
was
never thought
evil,
Ursula was
but-
scary, but Oliver tells me all the time that
Yeah, he
he's
doesn't like
scared of
her.
her.
Okay.
He doesn't like her.
He doesn't like.
He
Yeah,
doesn't like a
Ursula's
lot
not
of-
scary. Lion King though, he roots for fucking. He roots for Scar.
For Scar, like, but I don't think Scar is a scary
He's like,
villain.
"Papi,
He's
this is my-
evil, but he's not
but
He literally
scary.
said, "Papi, this is my favorite part." And I go, "What?"
When Scar pushes him off the mountain.
Literally, he goes,
Oh my
"Long live the king!" And I go, "Oh, you don't like it?" I'm thinking maybe he got his
Yeah,
words
he
crossed. And go, "Oh, you don't like it?" He goes, "No, Papi, it's my favorite." I'm like, oh my god, what the hell am I
I think
raising?
you might want to consider
Yeah.
some therapy.
I know. I think it's been hanging around Link in his house of 1,000 corpses
Little
too
bit.
long.
I
my
think
sticker.
but talking about like scary parts in those movies, the Stampede and the Lion King,
It's scary.
it was
That's not
scary.
It's
scary at
intense.
all.
It's intense.
It's
I don't
more
know that
intense
it's
and scary.
scary.
No, when
But
he
if
sings
you're-
"Be prepared," my
Be
brain,
prepared.
My
Yeah.
brain is tired.
I could see the be prepared scene being
Yeah.
scarier
Than the
It
Stampede.
was
I
never
agree with
scary to me, but I could see how
I
it could
agree with
scare
you.
people.
But my point, my whole
None of that
point
was
with
scary.
that is
None of those movies. You know what was none of those movies scared me as a kid.
I was-
the Beauty and the Beast, the Lion
Yeah.
King, the
I was-
Aladdin had no scary.
I agree
movies.
with you.
It was all old.
the
school.
older ones are definitely
like,
scarier.
I was gonna say the Maleficent. The first time I was taken to see Sleeping Beauty, I cried myself to sleep.
I never thought
She
Maleficent was
scared the
scary.
shit out- like still hear the story from my uncle Leo. He took me,
Yeah.
and I was
What can you expect from wiring as old as mine? Well, thanks for the chance.
we agreed to use that on her, not on me.
That's what I was using it on. That's why she's like.
And I
literally
said I
was
never
like-
found Maleficent scary.
What can you expect from wiring as old as mine?
Because the thing is, we were looking for robot sounds, and I was
Oh,
like,
is that what you were doing? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Hello, look up Rosie from the Jetsons."
I was like, but we like Rosie. I don't understand. This doesn't go well. And then she has some really great quotes. She has some
Just
really-
saying.
Rosie's a shady bitch. I like it.
She was shady.
She's
She's
super
awesome.
shady. I like it.
She's bossed everyone around. I
Well,
love the Jetsons.
That's her. That's actually the name of the color of her medal is shady gray. I'm kidding, I don't know.
I was like, I believe that.
Stephanie was like, "Oh, interesting to know. Good to know." Like
I
that's
was
it.
like, he's got the glow.
Fun fact for the next party.
I was like, he's got the glow. He's got the glow.
I got the glow. I got the glow.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point was that it was cool to see them like do a little bit of scary when we haven't seen that from a kids movie in a while. in
Pixar
my
does
opinion.
it more so than Disney, I think. Pixar does scary.
I mean, Toy Story
scary.
1 with the I mean,
I
they ended
never
up being
saw that
on
was scary.
Sid.
the doll. No, the
doll.
doll with the
No.
the spider. What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't.
That's
think
her
it was-
robot, man. That's a robot.
But
She's
you-
friendly with that.
Wait, but that didn't scare you?
It was
I mean, It was
creepy.
creepy.
It was
I see that it's creepy, but I never thought that. I was never one of these kids that was like terrified of it. I know that there are kids that are terrified of it.
I didn't cry at Mufasa dying, so you're barking up the wrong tree.
Really?
Never, even as a child, never cried. Never. I don't even know if I felt sad, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, this is good for plot development. Let's go. Like I was just
Yeah. 7-year-old you knew it was good for plot
I
development.
wasn't 7. I was like 13, 14 years old.
Well, okay, never mind.
How old are you?
I was like 7 when the
Stephanie
Lion King.
Mack.
How old are you,
Stephanie,
Stephanie? How old are you right now?
I'm 33.
Okay, I'm 37.
Oh, bueno.
So like,
So when
What
you
can
were,
you expect from wiring as old as mine?
but when you were 13, I was 9.
yeah, not 7.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have
not
known that plot device did anything at
I
whatever.
wasn't
Shut
about
up.
plot device. To me, I wasn't.
No, I know
I
what
wasn't
you
thinking actual plot device. I was thinking like, oh, this is just for the story to
Right,
this is
to
part of
move
the story.
forward. Yeah.
This is part of the story. So
Yeah.
that's all I thought about. I never thought
No, I get
super
it.
sad.
I gotcha.
You didn't get to know Mufasa enough to fall in love with him.
But he was the dad.
But you can relate. Like it's a relative
'Cause my
moment.
dad's still alive. So
I
couldn't
understand,
relate.
but you can relate like to the
He
feeling of
wasn't-
like,
he
oh my
wasn't-
god, one day my dad's gonna die.
My dad wasn't
I mean, I
trampled by. He wasn't trampled.
I
in
have
the
zero
world.
feelings about my dad, and I still boohoo cried about Mufasa dying.
Oh, I have a lot of like father. Like every time I see anything father like in a movie, anything that's sad, I cry. But Mufasa, I just never got to know him. There was one scene with
The
Mufasa.
first time
where we like really like there was everything that light touches.
But he's so
is-
wise.
I think it's because of James Earl Jones' voice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I was like,
Why do you
I
think
feel-
they couldn't replace him? Like, what were you gonna do?
I feel bad saying this out loud because I was just like, everybody's like, oh, you love him, you love Mufasa, and I was like, really? I thought it was cool. I don't
He's cool peeps.
like I thought the coolest scene that he was in was when after he died when he was a cloud. That's the coolest scene. Remember who you are? Like that was deep. I cried at that scene.
So the Tupac hologram is what got you.
Oh, my God.
But is it
R.I.P.
okay to cry at both scenes? Because some people
I
do.
cried at the that's when I cried. I cried at the remember who you are. Like that scene that he had with that's a bigger connection to me to have with his son than and then when he
Than
was
being
like,
alive and just guiding
than
him through
being
life.
alive.
Just Ghost Dad. Ghost Dad is cool.
It's fucking super. And the part in that part in the Broadway play is.
I know. I
the
just saw
tits.
it
It's fucking
again.
the tits.
That's one thing that happened while you were gone. We went to see that, and it
I've
was
seen it already.
fucking
so.
So
great.
have I. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I was really wondering like how are they gonna fucking do this scene?
it's so
And
cool.
then when they did it, I was like, "Good God, man, you guys won!
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Did that win Tonys or something?
Yeah. It won best.
Years.
Yeah. And it's still like
Can you win Tonys multiple years?
no,
Or is it like a movie like that?
no.
The first year
You
comes
win.
out,
It's like a
always-
movie. It's like a you win, in your first year on Broadway.
Right.
And then however your run goes is how long or how successful your show is. The average show that's like a decent show does maybe 1-2 years. But there are phenomenon shows that have run for 20 years, like The Lion King, Phantom
Cats.
of the Opera,
Cats.
Cats, which
Cats.
whatever.
Wicked.
It's the
Wicked is at 15 years or something like
So
that.
they have Broadway
Rent.
plays on some of these cruise ships, right?
Chicago.
And they
Chicago's the longest running revival because that's a revival of Chicago. That's not the original run.
and they have a bunch of Broadway shows on some of these ships. They have a Broadway, and it's like legit from like
Right.
not only is it the full show, but it's actors from
From New
England,
York
from New York and England by the people that bring you Broadway. It's not like a Mickey and Bean,
Like a
high school,
it's not
production.
It's not. It really isn't. And so, like, I had to be informed of this because I, you know, as a comedian, my first thing is to be like, oh, these yahoos, huh? And they're like, no,
those are Broadway. They're equity performers.
Yeah, these are legit fucking performers. And then when you go watch them, you realize that I was like, oh no, these motherfuckers are badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on one,
have you sat through a Cats performance?
No, on one of these, nobody has though. In all fairness, nobody on earth has really. So on one ship they have Cats, and when at the end of the week on these big ships you do the theater shows. The rest of the week you do comedy club shows, but then a couple times at the end, the last day of the cruise, you do theater shows. So the ship that has Cats on. Because that production is so big, as far as the stage production, they keep the stage the way it looks.
So you have to be with like all the set.
Yeah, you have to come in with the sets with the trash cans and the pipe or whatever that stuff. So I walk up and I'm doing my set. It's a family show, so there's kids in there. It's a PG show, so there's kids in there. And then one of the kids, right? I'm like 15 minutes into my set, and one of the kids in the front row goes, "That's it?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I mean, that's all you're gonna do?" And I go, what did you want me to do? And then he was like, again, this is a theater, it holds 2,000 people. I'm like having a conversation with him, like, what do you mean? That's it. What do you want me to do? And he goes, you have all this stuff behind you. You're not gonna do anything else? And I'm like, oh, you think this is for me? And he goes, yeah. And I go, no. And then I turn around and I'm admiring the set. I'm like, no, this is for a show that nobody's ever seen the second half to.
Oh my God.
And
you have to see the second half of Cats.
That tore down, like that. I wish that would have been my closer.
Right.
Because then I had to follow myself with that because that got so many laughs that I was like, oh, I got nothing better than that. That's really the best I got.
I mean, you have to see the second act of Cats because that's where Memory's in, and that's the only number worth watching in that show.
I hung out with one of the guys, the main cat, the big cat, whatever the fuck. So I hung out with the actor that played him. The big cat.
No, but it's a big cat.
He's a big fucking cat.
I understand what you're saying.
And the guy that I hung out with is a big dude. Like, I understand that they're not going to put
him. I'm having a...
I don't
Go
care.
ahead. Ian McKellen's playing him in the movie, just FYI.
Oh, well, thank God.
Making it a movie?
Yes. Yeah. Jennifer Husbands.
Husbands?
Jennifer
Husbands?
Yes, Jennifer Husbands. Stupid Taylor Swift is in it, which we need to talk about her before the end of the night.
Do we?
We do.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Yeah, so I hung out with him one time, and you'll remember this story, baby. I just didn't tell you it was him. We hung out with him one time in Mexico.
Mr. Mistopheles, that's his name.
We go into a tattoo shop in Mexico.
Okay.
And we're just looking, and one of my friends, Colin Moulton, a comedian, he was like, I want to get a tattoo. And then me and this other guy were like, nah, bro, you're crazy. That's
not foreign.
So we're like, we're not doing this. And he's like, talking to one of the guys. Before we leave, this fucking guy, Mr. McFarlane, whatever the fucking guy,
Mistopheles,
whatever, he gets a fucking tattoo, and we're like, yeah, and he's the only one that got a tattoo that day, and we were all like, ooh. And it was of a tiger, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so he was telling me, the whole point of bringing this up is he was telling me that I was like, oh, so you do Cats, whatever, how's that like? And he goes, he's not, it's not a great play. It's not and he goes, we never, like, I heard somebody said that they went to the first half. And he goes, yeah, nobody ever goes to the second half. They know as a performing crew, as a performing dance troupe, they know that second half, nobody.
Right.
And I feel bad because as a comedian, at least I could acknowledge that. At least I could be like, oh, everybody left. Nobody's here. We have a small crowd. I could say that and make that funny and make it work for me. And they can't. They have to go out there and perform as if there's 2,000 people out there. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
You can't phone in Memory.
No.
Like, it's just not.
I mean, but it would be great to be like, well, let's do Memories for all four of you. That would be hilarious. But they can't do that because they can't break character.
Right.
And I just think.
I mean, the thing that sucks about being in a shitty show is that, like, it's a paid gig. So you have to just kind of take what comes at you. But still a shitty show. Yeah. Like Vanessa saw Mamma Mia once on a cruise, and
I did, and I cried like an asshole.
I hate Mamma Mia. So
you have no feelings.
I don't like. It's a stupid story. Like, it's really stupid.
It's really romantic how this lady had sex with two different guys.
Three
different guys, and yeah, it's really romantic.
Super. James
I feel as
Bond
if
is
we
the
could do-
dad.
I know.
Spoiler alert.
Oh wow, that is a spoiler. Oh, dude, that is-
Well, I own it. If you want,
not now.
The only reason that I was even remotely interested in seeing the second unnecessary sequel was because Cher is in it.
So you do recognize.
Are you not a fan of Cher?
No, I'm not a fan of spoilers. You just spoiled the whole thing.
No,
Like,
it's in the trailer that Cher's in it.
no, not share or spoilers that he's the father.
Oh,
like that's
were you ever gonna watch that movie?
I would be. I would
how
have been
have you
interested.
never seen it?
I just haven't seen it.
Like this, just living his life,
And with a smile on my face is how I've never seen it.
and none the wiser.
I don't know.
I
Like
like
there's certain. I love musicals, but certain ones just don't draw my
I
attention.
do too,
Mamma Mia
and
didn't
yeah,
draw my
it
attention.
was
Cats never drew my attention. I remember asking, "No, but what are the cats doing?" They go, "They're just
they're just
cats.
singing. They sit
They act
and
like
they're
They're
fucking.
singing,
Yeah,
and they act like
Yep.
cats." I'm like, "What do you mean by cats? Do they act like humans?" Like, no. They act like cats. They're cats. They're
Yeah.
actual
Humans that
cats.
act like cats.
When
I'm
you-
like, they're not anthropomorphized. What? What's that?
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic. Yeah. I'm like, they're just fucking
No,
cats.
they're just
and I'm like,
fucking
I'm
cats.
out.
Yeah. When you get I've read that when you get cast for cats, that you have to go through like cat school training
Mhm.
to like learn how a cat moves.
So it's not like in Kimmy when Titus wants to be on cats and he just like walks on
No,
stage.
it's not
I'm
like
part
that.
of the cast now.
No, it's not like
What
that.
Kimmy said?
Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing that like they have to teach you how to be an asshole. It's
Right.
very weird. It's
Well,
like-
sometimes
it's
that
like when you see somebody that's maybe your own son trying to get upstairs, what do? Do you help them? Yes. You failed. You cannot be in this plane.
You
You
have-
have to knock down your own child.
you have
That's
to go to remedial cat school now.
It doesn't count for credit, but you have to do it.
you have to do it.
You get generic catnip.
I just
today.
know I'm not a big.
I agree with you.
If there
There's
was a show called Dogs, I'm not even trying to be funny. If there was a
Sure
show
you're
called
not.
Dogs, I would be like, okay. If there was a play, like a Broadway play, like Dogs, I'm like, all right, let's see it. Let's see what
What
it's
if
like.
all
Let's
they
see-
did was throw up on your floor?
squirrel.
Yeah,
And
There we go,
vomit.
guys. We just wrote it. There we go.
Vomit.
but
Yep.
cats vomit too. So, but that's the thing. But in my mind, I would.
Send the Tony to my address, please. Thank you.
That's how.
Hello, I love you.
That's how I know.
I want to be your friend.
I just
would-
met you and I love
Where are
you.
you going? I want to go. Can I? Listen, we're writing your Tony Award-winning musical, okay?
All I'm saying is that's the reason why I was never interested in the Broadway play Cats, because it was with cats. I'm like, you picked the wrong animal for me. bro.
Right.
Like, I'm just not interested in that.
Well, yeah, because cats are.
It's
the
just the
love
story. It, like, there's no story. It has no plot line, so it's like it doesn't do anything. It's just people singing songs that I mean, which
I mean, there is a plot, but it's not, like,
really
captivating.
right.
It's like Seinfeld for cats.
It's about nothing.
But the
With
movie,
cats.
I'm probably gonna end up seeing this stupid movie because I have to.
Do
but-
you?
I do because I like Jennifer Hudson and I like Ian McKellen and I think that they're gonna be great.
You know, I think
Except for stupid Taylor Swift.
is this the way? Is it for you
That's
the
her
way
new
it is
name,
for
by the
me?
way.
Like every superhero movie I have
Yeah.
to watch. Like, I have to watch every superhero movie
Yeah.
because I like superheroes. So I'm like, well, I gotta.
Yeah, I have
Because
to at
if you
least
don't
give it a
watch it, then
shot.
you're not supporting it. And then when they go, oh, we're not making any more superhero movies, I feel like it's my fault.
Yeah.
to support it.
Yeah, no,
your
it's
personal
Yes.
personal
Well,
fault.
me and everybody who didn't watch it, and therefore I do my part by watching it. I do my part by buying it for at home.
yeah.
I've bought every superhero movie that's come out. Granted, I have liked 95. I don't remember a last superhero movie that I didn't like so much that I didn't buy it. Thor, Captain America, Part 1. Those are the two movies that I don't like, but I still bought them anyways because
yeah,
Because you need
to.
to no,
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to.
you need a complete, or you can't. If I can
Yeah.
have a collection with just.
Yeah, I guess I
shit.
kind of feel the same way. There aren't very many musicals I don't like, but Cats and Mamma Mia are like fucking
And
terrible.
Les Mis, oh Jesus,
I love
Christ,
Les Mis.
so depressing.
I can't relate to you.
Yeah,
there. I
it's just-
love
Les
Les
Mis
Mis.
is awesome.
I love Les Mis.
Depressing as shit.
Yeah.
I
Can we
didn't say
cheer
it
up a
was
little bit? Can we cheer up?
No,
No.
it was
Just call
French
it-
fucking revolution. What
Oh.
did you want?
Yes, not the French
A dance
Revolution.
break?
Oh, but it would have been great.
Like just throwing the "Here Comes the Hot Stepper" and fucking
Oh.
Act 2 just for a break.
Dude,
I mean, the
done.
Thenardiers
This-
exist.
How would that fucking be? How great would that be? Oh my god!
Left
Here comes the
field.
stepper. Oh, murderer.
Okay. Well, if you dance like that, then
That's what
yeah.
was amazing.
I mean,
That
the
was
Thenardiers are in there to break up the sadness, and they're fantastic. So,
I gotta connect.
oh Jesus
this
Christ,
shit.
here we go.
Because I gotta have the music. Because that would have been great. I'm not doing it for this talk. I'm just saying for.
Well,
Anyway,
when is that movie supposed to come out?
I think for Christmas.
This year?
Yeah,
Because I know that
They shot it already. I think they shot it in London.
that sucks.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
It's gonna be
But
a
it's
Christmas
the
picnic this
same. It's like the same production crew and creative team that did Les Miserables. Les Miserables was fantastic.
It was.
So, I mean, I'm gonna see it
really was.
just because I have to. But you know,
So wait, so what does Taylor Swift do in this movie? Like do the soundtrack, or she's in
the movie. Like she's one of the characters that
I like
sings
the fact that
songs.
you're trying to like find any way for it not to be as bad as you.
I hate that bitch.
Yeah,
So-
like she's so.
I don't know if I hate her. I don't like her.
I don't hate her, but I don't like. I'm purposefully staying away from all her new music, from all the new fucking
Because you
shit.
think it's
that-
gonna be good and you don't want to like it.
yeah, I don't want to. She.
I saw the video.
She has like
I
patchy
mean,
songs or whatever, and so that's how she got me on fucking Red. But the last good album she had was 10 years ago.
oh, I agree with you.
And I cannot
What, shit, didn't she
stand
have a
her.
album last year? Like,
Yeah,
a good one.
Reputation, and it was awful. No, it's like her worst selling album.
Forget about selling. I don't give a
No,
shit
but
about
she
that.
still did a stadium tour. Some people fucking bought
But
the
she had
Kool-Aid.
like 2 or 3 songs that I liked that I didn't even know was her. That's how much I liked it. And then when I found out it was her, I was like, god damn it, I like fucking Taylor Swift.
No, you don't. Well, okay. So remember, I think a good, I would say not, maybe she's had good singles, but in my opinion, her last good album was 10 years ago, which is a Speak Now album.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, she's just had good singles, but the rest of it is shit.
Oh, she's like a Busta Rhymes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so,
You remember Busta Rhymes?
I mean, I remember Busta Rhymes, but I'm not like that
Did you ever buy
well
Busta Rhymes
versed
CD?
in his
Did you ever
his
buy Busta Rhymes
discography.
album?
Totally.
I mean,
I'm not the all right.
I have the
I thought-
entire catalog.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
thought
don't
you
know.
would
What do you?
be
I
mean.
did. They were just talking over me again. What? I said one word. So
One word.
I was trying to fix it. But yeah, so I just refuse to stay away from it, and I don't understand the fucking scheme of her shit. She was on Ellen, and she's so fucking. She made me skip Ellen. And I always watch Ellen, so it's just
But she
I
was
can't-
talking about how she got a cat. on
I can't
Ellen.
stand her. I really can't. She's just so fucking obnoxious. And this, that article that she wrote about things that she knows now because she's 30.
I had a lot of feelings.
Well, she copped to the fact that the girl squad was kind of like too much. It's like,
No,
okay,
really, what gave it away?
After the millions of dollars she made from it, I'm assuming.
Right.
yeah. And so now, which is something I told Stephanie, without watching the video, just all the celebrities that are in this music
I
video
saw
that
it.
came out last week, they all started like posting shit about it on Instagram, but I still haven't watched it. I want to make very clear that I have not watched it. But from
Nobody's gonna put you in time.
Have you watched it?
Hell no, I have not, sir. But what I told Stephanie was, I feel like now that she released this album during Pride Month, happy Pride Month to everyone, and she had all this, she's just rebranded the Girl Squad gimmick for Pride Month, and that's fucking insulting.
Here's the thing: is that I read this article and I was reading like a bunch of the commentary on it because there's two very like different polarizing views on this video in particular. And someone tweeted that it basically looks like Taylor Swift just Googled famous gay people and like had her like agent reach out to them and be like, "You want to be in my video?" Because it's.
Did she have any non-famous gay people on there?
No. The entire, it's like a litter of, it's littered
It's
with
like
all-
every gay famous person you can think of put in this or in
And
this
then
video.
But there was
people-
some straight people in it too.
and then
wasn't
yeah, some
Katy
straight-
Perry, sure.
some straight people that were free that day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Katy Perry kissed a girl.
there? And she
She
liked
She
liked
did,
it.
and she liked it.
Just because you kissed a girl doesn't mean you're gay, though, right?
Oh, does that work?
Yes,
for
that's what
guys?
makes you gay.
Does that work for guys?
No. Oh my God. Have you guys? You saw Rocket Man?
I
You
did.
have not seen
No, I
it.
haven't seen it.
Bro,
You're not
Rock,
interested
that's a
in
movie we should talk about. Do you like Elton John?
Of course.
Okay, watch Rocket
And I
Man.
actually know some of his songs as opposed to
Queen.
Queen. And I was like, oh, that's a Queen. I knew Queen songs. I just didn't know that they were Queen songs. So when I watched the movie,
He starts the WuBro review. He's like, I didn't know that Bohemian Rhapsody was by Queen, and I was like, what?
no, it wasn't Bohemian Rhapsody. It was another one.
No,
But
it was
It was another one. It was another one, Bites the Dust, or so like.
yeah, or Fat Bottom, or one of those.
Like everyone that's not called, like the only song that I knew over theirs that I knew that
He
was
also
theirs.
said Bohemian Rhapsody was overrated.
Yes,
Get out.
that part I do agree with.
Get
The song
fuck
or the
out.
movie?
No, the song.
Do you not remember this conversation from the WuBro Top 10?
Yeah, we had this conversation. So I didn't know that
Blocking you out.
Hanging up.
she had Chimi. Was it? What's the song?
Chimichanga.
No,
Taki Taki?
Taki Taki as number one. So really,
Oh, I disagree with that too.
yeah, but musically, I can't even.
I've copped. It's been fucking 7 months.
It doesn't matter.
I've said
It was
over
the
and
shit pit.
Yes, and I've
She-
copped
you
to
know,
it
the other
like 2
day-
weeks
the oth-
later.
Like the other day, she goes, "You have exactly until next year's top 10 to be able to make fun of me for that." And I go, "Oh, so have 6 more months? Great, perfect. Thanks for that. All right, let's move on."
Well, Rocket Man was really good.
So I want to watch Rocket Man.
It was very, very
like
good.
I said, there's a couple of songs. There was the only song that I knew that Queen did that was Queen was Bohemian Rhapsody. That's the only one that I knew was theirs. And then the other songs I realized was theirs from the actual
From
movie.
just watching the movie.
And I was like, oh, they did Another One Bites the Dust. So they
Yeah.
did.
So there's
We Are the
actually a
Champion.
crossover character in this movie.
Is it the gay trucker?
No.
That would be fucking. How great
No,
would that be?
right?
What?
No.
It's the same universe, which is technically our universe.
Well, it is the same universe, but to go into like a shared universe. Do you remember the character?
Time out.
Do you remember the guy that played Littlefinger was in Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's right. He was the agent.
Right.
The manager.
So that same manager is that same guy, John Reed, is
Right.
in Rocket Man, except this time he's played by Rob Stark. The guy that played.
I get it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the same guy. And then I was reading an interview where the director of Rocket Man had the idea to bring in Rami Malek to like
Right.
do a little cameo as Freddie Mercury, but then he didn't want to make it like a cinematic universe thing, so that's why he didn't do it. But yeah, there's a
You
It's
mean
not
you
a
know,
cinematic
it's-
universe.
it's a-
just
that's like legit what he said.
It's a
I'm like
life
quoting,
universe.
right? It's just
being-
life,
Super
but
fun.
being alive
right.
universe.
But yeah, I had heard the name like as we were watching the movie. And I'm like, that sounds familiar, so I looked it up while we were watching it, and then I mean, he's way hotter as Rob Stark, but you know,
You
should watch it.
There's a lot of memorable scenes. And the cool thing about the movie is that I think I wrote this on the review that I did on WuBro's IG. I went into it thinking that it was going to be like a very biopic feel to it, but it has a complete across the universe.
100%.
So much fun.
I told Dave that if Across the Universe was actually about the Beatles and not about like a random storyline just using Beatles songs, like this is what it would have been. It was so good.
I like biopics.
It's a biopic.
know.
No, but I like I had the problem that I had with the James Brown biopic is that it was very
About James Brown.
watch him out.
James Brown is
James
amazing.
Brown's awesome. The Godfather of Soul.
I know. Relax.
The number you have dialed has been changed.
So
The new number is
no, but I that the problem that I had with the biopic was that it was they try to like not be in the same quote unquote cookie mode as the look at my son who just came over to hug my wife and say that kid's not asleep at all. Anyways, I didn't. That's the part that I didn't like about the James Brown biopic is that
I didn't see it. It's Chadwick Boseman, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, and it was weird when I saw it. I was like, "Where's Wakanda?"
It was before that. But
I
okay.
know. God, can I have seen it afterwards for the sake of the fucking joke?
The thing is, I'm gonna get used to this soundboard like in life, and I'm just gonna be like, "Where's the button? Where's the button?"
Can I get one, please? Yeah. So, anyways, but I want to see the Elton John one. I just don't like it wasn't historically accurate.
Yeah.
Some things.
For which one?
Well, when he comes out in his baseball uniform, and
He wasn't really a baseball player.
What bothers me is that he had the name Elton on the back of his jersey, and in baseball you have your last name on your jersey.
Yeah,
And
God.
I was like, oh boy,
Ugh, these posers.
historically inaccurate, Elton.
So, the plus side of this movie is that the person that it's about is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's the story he wanted to tell.
Well, yeah, I read the article he wrote for The Guardian, and he essentially said that he purposefully wanted to not make it a straightforward biopic. Elton John is known for his the
Crazy over the top.
yeah, his the mystique of Elton
Right.
John is that he's over the top.
Right.
So he wanted to up the drama level in the movie just so that you could have that effect. And it's a really good article. If you like reading, you should check it out.
Send it to me. I'll read it.
Is it on tape?
So anyway,
No, but if you press speak on your phone, Siri will read it to you.
That's all I need. Winning.
So for some reason that's super loud in my ears.
it's that loud.
It's hurting me.
And
Maybe
also,
your headphones are just too amped. Is that yours?
Yeah, that's fine.
also, Taron Egerton is like a baller. Like he's amazing.
Super
And he's
talented.
So well, yeah. You're
gonna say he's hot?
He is hot.
He's my
but-
favorite part of. He did my favorite performance in the movie Sing, which
Well,
I love.
he does that song in the movie.
That's where I learned that was an Elton John
Yeah.
song. Because I literally Shazammed. Like
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing, and Shazam was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like,
Shazam was like, "Bitch, you don't know who this is."
Shazam was like, "Are you what? What's wrong with you?" Like,
You don't deserve the
Well, they
internet.
do that song, so
yeah.
I
but
thought
that
was
song in the movie Sing, I was like, "This song is and I was like so into it. And plus, that's the best scene in the movie because his dad breaks out of jail just to go see him perform. It's
spoiler alert.
For
I've
Sing?
seen it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've seen it a
I
lot
own
actually.
it.
Everybody does.
Anyway,
Whatever.
you sound really angry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I thought you had seen Mamma Mia.
I literally said I haven't seen the movie yet, and then you go spoiler. It's
You know, sometimes you mean to say one thing and you end up spoiling something else. It happens, okay?
yeah, I love that song. So I'm looking for, but there's a couple Elton John songs that I really like. I don't know his full discography.
I mean, I feel like it's the kind of situation where it's kind of a little bit similar to Queen, where you know more songs that you just don't realize are his.
Also, it's hard to know his entire catalog because he has 30 albums.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not.
He's been making music since the 70s. So.
But what works is that Apple Music has really good essential playlists, and that pretty much covers all the ones that you need to know. And I actually thought I don't know why I didn't know that he has a residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's fun because I thought I would have loved to see
I've never seen him.
He's a bucket list concert that I'd love to see, and now I mean it's not gonna happen. But Tina Turner's another one that I was like, fuck, why didn't I ever see her in
Did
concert?
she pass or something?
No,
No.
she just retired from
Well, Elton's last tour supposedly was a farewell tour. Like he's not touring anymore,
Right.
but he has a
But
Vegas
he has a
residency. so.
But Tina Turner's, I think she's in her 80s already.
Yeah.
I think she's
Yeah,
She
but
looks-
she looks like she's
she
in
looks
her
like she's like
30s.
yeah.
She looks amazing.
She
Yeah,
does.
Tina Turner at 80 is my
Dave
peak.
loves Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so
But
yeah,
let me ask you a question. How far does this go back? How
his childhood.
His childhood.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying the other way around. Like how
Oh, like how current does
Yeah.
it go? Till the 80s.
till he gets clean.
Yeah.
in the 80s.
So mid 80s.
Yeah.
So Eminem is
around
not going to be in this movie.
no.
Why would Eminem be in this movie?
The Grammy moment.
I obviously know what you guys are talking about.
No bullshit.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm being
you're
sarcastic. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
I really don't.
Oh my god.
The number you have dialed
You
has
don't
been
know.
changed.
Remember
The
when?
new number is
Remember when
I'm clutching my
Eminem's
pearls, you
second
do it.
album came out and everybody was like he's homophobic and he said he uses gay slurs and blah blah blah.
Yes. I remember
and
this.
then he came out in the Grammys. One of the biggest Grammy moments of all time is it was actually his first album, I think. Yeah.
It was for Stan. I think
Yeah,
he
and
did the
then he
piano.
did Stan.
Oh, and he did the Dido part. Yes,
and
I
he
do
did the
remember
Dido part,
this.
and then he
Yes,
they
yes,
raised
yes.
each other's hands, and then Marshall gave middle fingers out with holding Elton John's hand to say, "I'm not homophobic." This is
Yes, yes, yes.
and it was
It's
a
all
huge
coming
statement.
back to me now.
And then it was like, literally, that was the moment where everybody was allowed to be like, "Oh, it's okay if he uses gay slurs because Elton." Like,
Elton
literally,
said it was okay.
Elton just by
Like
that
my friend is
performance.
black, so I can
Like,
use black.
exactly.
Got it.
Like,
Okay.
just- but not just my friend is black. My friend is like the king of Wakanda. So it's like
Right,
a
got it.
fucking-
Yeah.
It's not just a gay guy. It's
Elton is
Elton
the king
fucking
of the
John.
gays.
Like,
They have
it's
a
just,
certain like.
is
Yeah,
he not?
right.
Who is the king?
No,
of the
no, no.
gays?
You're
It has
right.
to
You're
be
right.
Elton,
I just never thought about it that way. But
Yeah.
yes, you're correct.
So that was the moment where everybody had to like respect everybody, gay, straight.
Yeah.
You know, and back
I
then,
get it.
this was like in the late '90s, early
It was like
2000s,
99.
2000, and it was one of those things where even like the hip hop culture, which is like super homophobic,
Yeah.
super, even they were like, "Nah, respect." That's like that was a huge moment.
You're right.
How do you not?
I forgot about
The president of the
I forgot
Grammys came out and gave a speech beforehand, talking about because they were getting threats and they were getting demonstrations against Eminem performing at the Grammys, and they didn't know that that Elton was going to be there with him.
Right.
So they were hating on him, and they were getting that. And the president said that they don't follow pressure, and that censorship is bad for music no matter what. And he gave reference to Elvis Presley when people wanted to censor him, when people were censoring him for wiggling his hips and all this. And he was like, if you
his
don't like
demon
it,
hips.
And,
What about NWA? That was pretty big.
Yeah. So
And,
then he gave these moments.
Respect.
The president of the Grammys at that time gave these moments. He gave a big speech, and I remember watching this live, thinking to myself, why is he talking about he didn't mention Eminem specifically. He mentioned just the aura of what's happening in the news and what's happening with the century, and then he mentioned at the end Eminem, and I was like, why the fuck is he giving this speech? Like, this is a weird flow to the show. This just kind of stopped the flow of the show, and then that performance was bananas.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it happening now that you guys talk about it, but I really didn't
remember it because we just told you exactly what happened.
Yeah, you should go, but you should watch. But
I will. I'll go back and watch.
Seen this, you should go back and watch this. It's fucking cool.
I have like a vague recollection now that we've spoken about it, but yeah,
it really. And I remember watching it, going like, "Oh shit, that's Elton!" Like I remember, like
yeah,
again,
it was a moment.
Even now, not being an Elton John, I feel bad saying I'm not a fan because I just don't know his.
But you don't,
I think fans are like people who like, I know all his stuff. I got his albums. Those are fans. I'm a guy who knows Elton John and respects the few songs.
You like his stuff.
I like the stuff that I know of. I just don't know a lot of his stuff.
Right.
And so, but even this is me now at 37. At 1999, I was fucking 27, or I'm sorry, 17, 18, and going, oh fuck this! I knew then it was a big moment. It felt like a big moment even
Got
then.
it. Okay.
So, anyways. So that's it with movies, right? I think we're done with the whole movie thing.
I think so. We might be. I don't know. We'll see.
You guys hungry? You guys want to go to Wendy's, take a shower, take a bath in the Wendy's tub?
Oh my god! Honestly,
do you remember that story?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's like, why?
I saw that story. I saw that.
Was it a random person or was it somebody that worked there?
It was an employee, but I saw that video when it first went viral, like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it went viral super, like, obviously when it happened, and he wasn't fired yet. And so now when you guys sent the story this afternoon saying that he was fired, I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
so a Wendy's employee took a bath and filmed it. And I want to know, did the guy who filmed it get fired too? Because there was obviously.
I mean, you're like the accessory to the crime at that point, right?
And then there were people walking in. Other employees were walking in, going like laughing, like seeing this, going like, "Oh, you crazy! Oh shit, you crazy!" And just walked away. And I was like, "Wow, yeah, it was pretty fucking." Ugh.
Right.
So
I just want to know what the intention behind this was.
Just
like,
to be funny,
right? But like,
to go
you had to have known that you were going to get fired from
but
this.
it's Wendy's, so really.
I mean, would you like? Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're losing the presidency of like Sony Records. You're like, yeah, you're fine. You'll get another one.
Okay.
You'll come back, right? Like if you're gonna go viral, it's a minimum wage job.
That's the life we live in now.
Yeah, I guess.
You can do that, or
do they have a lot of
dick for
student loans?
water.
Maybe that's why. Because I would understand that.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody heard that.
What'd you say?
I said you could go viral. You could either do that or suck dick for water. The things we do to go viral.
Oh,
which,
man.
by the way,
shower in a
this dude,
Andy King.
No, he brought that up in the Shazam. What's his name? What's the Shazam guy? You know him.
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi. He hosted the MTV Awards.
Okay.
And
So
he did
fucking
that in his
delicious.
opening monologue. He, said, "Hey, we got a lot of great people here. We have a lot of great."
Was Andy King there?
No, but he
That would have
said,
been amazing.
but he said something to the effect of like, "We have a lot of great food. There's a lot of water. I worked very hard for that." So, and I was like, "Yay! All right." He was wearing a red suit, which I thought was great
Oh, okay.
to promote.
I still haven't seen that movie.
It's great.
Yeah,
Zachary Levi? I mean,
Shazam. No, I have. Yeah, I have not seen the Zachary Levi porn. Oh, that you're want to see, but
Do you want to see a Zachary Levi porn? I'm down for that too.
if it starred Zachary Levi, then yes.
that's what I'm saying. It's a Zachary Levi in a porn.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah, but he would never do that.
No, but
He's young.
yeah, but like so you would watch a Jason Momoa porn?
Oh my God, Jason Momoa and Zachary
Would
Levi
you
in the
watch
same
a
porn.
Jason Momoa
100%.
sex tape?
Yes,
100%.
I'm
Yes,
talking to Missy, who's anti-porn, I don't want to see people fucking, but there's certain people you would want to see
I never
fucking.
said I was anti-porn. I just say I don't understand it.
Right.
That's not saying I'm anti-porn. Watch all the porn you want to watch.
Okay, I do.
So then why are you fucking...
So you would watch the sex tapes from certain celebrities. Have you watched the Kim Kardashian sex tape?
No, but I did watch the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson one.
That's the GOAT.
That's a good one.
That's the GOAT.
You haven't
The
seen
GOAT.
One Night in Paris?
I saw that one too.
I've seen it.
I saw One Night in Paris. I think
She picked up the phone during sex.
She did.
So
You're right.
weak sauce.
unenthusiastic. Like I faked it. A lot
She had to have
better.
been She had to have been
A lot
high.
better. No, I don't give. I've been high, like.
Oh,
no,
there's like
no
some
excuse.
So there's some kind of like weird thing now where
You know who she was? Sorry, you know who Paris Hilton was in her sex tape? You know, I'm forgetting.
Paris
Sir.
Hilton.
No, you know.
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Forgetting Sir Marshall.
Yes.
When he's fucking the girl and she's going,
Yes.
I just came. That was Paris Hilton.
Yes,
in her
you're
fucking
right.
sex tape.
So here's a weird fun fact that I learned recently. So Paris Hilton in her sex tape is having sex with Rick Solomon, who was at one point married to Pamela Anderson and was also married to Shannon Doherty.
Okay.
Okay. So her brother, I can't remember if it's I'm sorry, Paris Hilton's brother.
Right.
I can't remember if it's Conrad or Baron, but she has two brothers, one Conrad and one Baron. One of them,
If you name your son Baron, you're such a douchebag.
I mean,
Yes,
they have a ton of money.
I understand.
They are douchebags.
They're just
because you have a ton of money doesn't mean you're a douchebag.
I mean,
Look
Trump
at the
named his
Smiths.
son.
Look at
Baron.
Keanu Reeves.
Look at the Smiths. Keanu Reeves. Oh my God, is he making a fuck? Oh my God,
he's
we
having
have to
such
talk about that
He's
movie.
having such a nice renaissance right now.
Has everybody seen?
Yeah.
Always Be My Maybe.
No,
Yes.
I got halfway through it and I
know,
haven't
was
finished
here.
it.
We watched
For
it
half of
together,
it.
BFF.
But so one of her brothers just married Rick Solomon's daughter, which I find hysterical. Or he's
Wait, what?
he didn't. One of Paris Hilton's brothers didn't marry her. One of Paris Hilton's brothers has like a what's that thing where you can't be a restraining order against him from Rick Solomon's daughter. So he's been like stalking her and like being a super creep and getting into a lot of trouble. And I just find that that's a weird family connection that isn't normally made.
You know, kind of like how Black China was with Tyga or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That
Tyga.
entire mess.
Yeah.
T-I-double-G.
You make the same fucking joke.
I love it.
Every
It's the
time.
best. Because I never, as many times as I hear, and I don't hear his name often, Tyga, but
Nobody does.
but whenever I do hear it, I'm like, how is that joke not the first thing that comes out of everybody's fucking mouth? It's so fucking funny. Tyga.
What other celebrity sex tapes exist? I forget.
China.
No.
China, I've seen that shit.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually, to be honest with you.
I never
It's
saw
real
it.
weird.
That one's weird.
I got weirded out that I got turned on by it. I'm like, oh, this is actually turning me on. I'm like, who the fuck is gonna be into? Oh shit, I'm into this. Fuck, that's me now.
Remember that when you're watching Rocket Man for a second.
Wait, are you talking about China the wrestler?
Yeah, China the
Okay,
wrestler.
because there's a Black China sex tape too,
No.
and I've seen that shit.
No, I don't do that.
I
was
thought it was
awful.
weird that you had seen the China we're talking about. I was like,
Yeah.
you turn your nose up at that shit all the time.
No, but I know who she is. I know who she is because remember back in the day, Perez used to compare Khloe Kardashian to China.
She's also dead.
I understand.
So
R.I.P.
you knew who she was, not who she
Well,
is.
yes.
But did her doc ever come out? The documentary?
No, I don't think
Remember
so.
that trailer dropped for the documentary,
I
and
don't
her
think
mom
so.
got really pissed at that.
I don't think so, but they are. I read somewhere, and I can't confirm where, but I did read somewhere that they're planning to induct her into the WWE Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
but as part of DX,
Yeah.
not as part of
So
just,
stupid.
and which is so fucked up.
That's,
but you know,
it's almost more insulting.
I don't know what's happening.
It's wrestling.
Okay.
don't worry about it.
I won't.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
I like the way I am now.
So-
yeah, but so yeah. So why did we bring that? Oh, her sex tape.
The sex
I never
tape.
saw it. I never saw
One
it.
night in China.
I
I've
can-
seen
I can
the
Google
Paris
it.
Hilton one. I've seen the Pamela Anderson, which is by far the GOAT. Like that's not even close.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
weren't
other-
even trying.
No, but that's
And that's
like,
the holy grail, I think, of sex tape. No,
that's what I said. The GOAT. That's the
Greatest of all time.
That is
yeah, I know what goat means.
the pinnacle. Like
Do you?
as far as celebrity sex tapes go, like bravo, sir.
Yeah,
That's like-
Bravo.
That's like Gone with the Wind
It
of
is-
celebrity
it's
segment.
good though. Gone with the Wind is trash.
I don't like Gone with the Wind, so-
Gone with the Wind is Forky.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, he's trash.
he's not trash. He's a toy.
He says, I'm
He
trash.
says I'm trash
Well,
multiple times.
Okay, but sometimes you
Top
have low
15.
self-esteem,
Look,
guys.
Celeb Jihad is the name of this website.
Oh, no, I don't
Top
know
15.
very well. Legit.
Top 15 celebrity sex tape videos. Here we go.
anytime there's a
Turn the sound off, please.
anytime there's a leak of like celebrity
There
pictures,
you go.
that's the
It's not Vivid Entertainment?
no.
No, you need to
Vivid
have a
Entertainment is when
contract
they
with
get the
them.
rights.
Yeah.
These people
Oh.
are like legit pirates, and that's why every
It's
review
guerrilla
of them
porn.
they write, oh, this what's that word that the Middle Eastern people use for Americans? This
Infidel?
yeah, these infidels are whores and blah blah. So they
Oh,
so they write it in anonymously. So all these people on the website so they can't get sued.
Got
So
it.
they're all jihadists. They're all
Okay, so the top
Quote, unquote,
15,
jihadists.
according to Celebrity Jihad, the top 15 celebrity sex tapes are Mimi McPherson, who's some famous Australian chick.
Never seen that one.
She's the sister of Elle McPherson.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you remember when Joey dated the dancer on Friends that lived with him? The Australian chick?
She was super hot, but Messi, no, that's Ross.
No, that was Rebecca Romaine, though.
She's the one that.
She's the one that-
Chandler and Monica didn't like.
Yeah, that they went to the New Year's party that's like with the whole thing with the routine.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that girl's sister apparently has a sex tape.
How is that not Wolverine? How do we not cast him as the new Wolverine?
He's looking at Zac Efron.
I'm
He's
looking
not
at Zac
looking at a
Efron.
picture of the girl you're talking
I'm literally-
about.
Oh, okay.
Vanessa showed
Swipe,
hey, it's not my
swipe.
fault. It's not my fault. Vanessa just showed me this picture. Oh, Michael B. Jesus Christ. See, this guy looks like fucking flabby compared to this. Look at this guy. And then this guy.
How do you not
And
believe
then-
in God when that shit exists?
And then you see Chris Hemsworth and you go, okay, cute.
No.
After
He's not
seeing these two,
Thor.
He's not in Thor shape
He's not
there.
in Thor shape
Okay.
there.
what shape is he? What
He's
movie did
in
he
Thor
do?
shape.
This,
Baywatch.
right.
That was Baywatch.
But when was this?
I don't know.
That's Baywatch. I promise you that's for Baywatch.
Hang on, I want to know the celebrity sex.
So number 14? Number 14 is Paris Hilton.
Uh-huh.
Number 13 is Pamela Anderson and Bret Michaels, which I didn't know
Oh,
existed.
it did.
Yeah.
That came out after.
It appears to
Tommy.
have been recorded off a dirty VHS tape. It's here if you'd like to watch it.
Yeah, it is.
Gina Lee Nolan. I don't know what is more disturbing, the gap between the Baywatch star's boobs or the pedophile in the dress shirt she's banging. Okay. Colin Farrell and Nicole Narain.
I've seen that one too.
Okay.
I've seen
That's
that.
Don't know what the
pretty
hell that is. Keely Hazel. English glamour model Keely Hazel sex tape. I don't know who the hell she is. Tanya Harding has a sex tape,
I know.
allegedly.
I know.
Pass.
Not allegedly. There's actual proof.
I see.
There's
I
actual proof.
see it. I
There's
see it.
actual proof.
U.S. figure skater Tanya Harding's infamous wedding night sex tape is more than of an egregious assault than what she had done to Nancy Kerrigan. Katie Price, so I know who she is. She's like a model in the UK. Jenna Lewis, she's from the first season of Survivor. Paris Hilton, which is the One Night in Paris, is at number 6. This one has Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee at 5.
I want to see what the hell else comes up. If
Uh,
they put Kim Kardashian above her, that's crazy.
It probably might. Number 4 is Kendra Wilkinson.
Shout out. Yeah, Kendra had a good one,
I
bro.
never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3
Is
is
that with her husband or somebody? else?
no, sex has sex with some goomer looking retard is what it says on this as the description. I'm just reading a description. I didn't write it.
I know you didn't write it.
Disclaimer.
I said that's painful. Like that's really.
Abby Titmus, some English model.
I mean, with a name like that,
Yeah.
what was she gonna do? With her
I mean, yeah, has a threesome with and dykes out with. Oh wait, hold on. Listen, to dykes out with multiple women, including Michonne from the AMC Walking Dead. So Denai Guerrera is in this, I guess. I don't know. Number 2, Miss Universe. Some.
The only Miss Universe I ever know is Vanessa Williams, and she did.
Well, it's the Miss Universe Trinidad and Miss Universe Japan. It's like a threesome tape. Number 1 is Kim Kardashian.
Weak sauce.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a!
I'm
crap.
just the messenger.
I know,
don't
I get you.
you know?
But similar
That's stupid.
I'm serious. So,
I'm laughing to be cool.
seriously, similar.
Yeah. So how do we get here? Yes,
I don't know. I don't know how we got here. but-
Yes.
Radar Online also has a list.
That's how we got here. So, what celebrities would like? Is it any
Oh.
hot dude that you would watch? Is it only dudes?
Scarlett Johansson porn. I would buy that shit.
Okay.
I'd pay money for it.
Oh, Farrah Abraham from
I'd
Teen Mom has
pre-order
a
it.
sex tape.
Yeah, I will pre-order
Backdoor
it.
teen mom.
That's right. Backdoor team. Mom.
Oh, it's with James Dean of all people. Really?
He's dead.
No, not that
The
James
porn
Dean. The porn
ghost.
guy James
The
Dean,
ghost
who
of
was
James Dean.
I know.
who has been like accused
Can you
of.
do the womp womp for me, please? God.
Pamela Anderson with Tommy Lee.
Yeah. So, any other females that you would watch a sex tape? Because I just find this weird. I find this interesting that you don't get the you don't get the whole idea of porn, but yet some celebrity sex tapes you would buy and pre-order and watch.
I would only pre-order Scarlett Johansson.
Only pre-order. You want to pre-order Jason Momoa's?
I mean, can you pre-order porns? I don't even know if that's a thing.
I mean, the internet exists.
No, I don't buy my porn.
No. Anybody that spends money on porn when they have the internet is stupid.
I've really thought about it a couple times.
Yeah,
because
but
there's sometimes where 15 minutes is just not enough and you want to get the whole story. Like, did they eat the pizza afterwards? Is the pool clean? How did it happen? Like, you know
Did
what I
they
mean?
fix the copier?
Did they fix the copier? What's going on?
Did she get the job?
Apparently,
Or did
Kim
he just
Kardashian
get the job?
Superstar is the most searched for porn video of all time.
What about Victor Drago?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Big Nasty?
Big Nasty.
Yeah.
Tila Tequila has a sex tape.
So I want to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Can I bring?
She was trying to get her MySpace numbers up.
So I don't know.
Is that so the only female is Scarlett Johansson?
I mean, I've never thought about this. I'm
No,
not
I'm
like, stuck
asking
in
you.
traffic.
Think about it now.
No, I'm asking
Well,
you.
I'm
now.
stuck in traffic. Jesus, I'm not like stuck in traffic. Oh, I wonder who I would diddle myself to. Like, Jesus. I don't know.
Any other Avenger?
Any other Avenger?
Scarlett Johansson is an Avenger.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to think. There's like 47 of them.
Right. Just think about that one scene with all the girls.
Oh, Hawkeye. What's his
Okay,
name?
he's not a woman. Think about we're talking about women.
Women.
Yeah. I'm more interested in women because guys is easy. Just any hot dude, any hot celebrity dude.
No, because I wouldn't want to see Robert Downey Jr. sex tape.
Really?
No.
I would see it.
I mean, I feel like he would be very sarcastic during sex, so maybe it'd be
but-
funny.
But it'd be funny. But yeah, that's
at least entertaining.
But then why not just watch a movie?
I mean, it is a
who
movie,
else
but okay.
Elizabeth Olsen? No, I don't know. I don't think so. It's weird. They look so much. She looks so much like the Olsen twins because
I mean, she's their sisters,
No,
right?
DNA.
Yeah, and it'd be weird. I don't want to watch Michelle Tanner's cousin.
You gotta do.
Oh, how rude.
She jizzes in her face. How rude.
I'm sure the listeners are like, all right, we get it. You have a soundboard. Holy shit.
You have to understand that we bought this like a month ago, and Neri and I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So it's like Christmas Day.
This is like the first time.
Can we call somebody? Like, Jesus.
We could call
He was
Mike.
trying to
You know
set
what?
up.
We called Mike. Hold on. We can call Mike.
Because Mike's not doing anything.
Oh.
Chances.
He's probably on the subway.
Did you say he's probably working at Subway?
No, I said he's probably on the subway.
I know. I was making fun of the fact that he's probably
I touched the button, guys. I did it.
It's your mission too.
Oh, it's ringing.
Yes, we can do this.
That's why
I know, but it's exciting.
We're going to do a Geek World Wednesday with
Cool.
Mike. I got to bank a bunch of it. Yo, what's up? You're on the podcast. You're on WuBro.
Hey.
I am. Let me get my headphones so I sound better. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Test.
so
Hold on. Check 1 2. Sibilant. Check 1 2.
So we're talking about celebrity sex tapes.
And we needed your opinion.
That's not why we called.
It's very important that we get your opinion.
Am I the expert?
I said
Apparently so.
No, I mentioned that this is a brand new
Mixer.
and you and I hadn't used it yet, and I was like, let's call somebody, and you said, sure, let's call Mike.
Yeah.
And here we are.
But yet we were also talking about celebrity sex
We
tapes.
were. This is
And
true.
who would you rank is the best celebrity sex tape that you've seen?
Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one because how are we classifying celebrities? Because sometimes some of these reality stars, a sex tape will leap, and it's like, I don't give a shit about them. But like when I think the big one is the Kim Kardashian one with Ray J,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the Paris Hilton one, which gets forgotten about, that one night in Paris thing.
Well, because she's
And
so unenthusiastic in it. She has like zero energy.
oh, she's got stellar head game. You guys are
Yes,
sleeping on her.
I've
Yeah.
seen that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. You guys are sleeping on that one. I think the Kim K one, she's boring.
I agreed.
Like-
I agreed. Everybody
That
here
whole
agrees.
thing is, that whole video is like a Ray J video
But
guest starring Kim
But
Kardashian.
here's
It's-
why
it's
I
awkward.
give her a pass on the. I do agree that it's a boring sex tape for what it is. However, I give her a pass because I think that's bad directing. Because when you watch the Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee's telling her what to do, and she's doing it.
Well, I will say,
And then
Ray J's suffering from
Ray J's
suffering from the. He's suffering from the problem that you get with actor directors when they're doing the same thing. They can't separate the two. You know what I mean?
God, I miss my
there's a difference.
I'm so glad we have a professional on the line for this.
But yeah, I absolutely agree. That I think it's so. Which one would you say is the best one?
Ooh, the Pamela Anderson one's pretty good. He does.
Yeah,
I
agree.
For the sheer quality of the complete experience. I mean, he honks the air horn on the boat with his dick. That alone. That alone is it's just added bonus material.
Chicken dinner.
I think enough time has passed though that it could be considered like a classic. Like they could play this on the Turner whatever.
Turner classic porn.
Considering that the was probably shot 20 years ago at this point.
It's like film noir now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. She just resurfaced on on Twitter or something recently. I guess she's I don't know what it was, but she was political. Something political popped up with her, and I saw her, and I was like, oh no. I don't remember her this way. I remember her young, she's been out of the limelight, I guess. She's been out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
Long enough for me to have forgotten that she's aged. You know what I mean?
Well, she was in the new Baywatch. Did you watch the new Baywatch?
No.
She was.
It was so good. Though.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
It was good.
I'm a huge fan of The Rock, and I'm I could have gone without seeing this movie.
I liked it.
I would rather watch the old show that was on cable called Son of the Beach.
Yes,
you remember that one?
Of course.
It was a Howard Stern production, and that shit was way funnier. that was good.
Yeah, no, this I don't think the new Baywatch movie was bad. I don't think it was good, but I don't think it was bad. However, the point of bringing it up is that she has a cameo all the way at the end of Pamela, and she
was in Borat, guys. Come on.
Yeah, but Borat was also 15 years ago.
I know.
Yeah, Borat was a long time. Well, the thing about her coming out in the movie, we've seen the anti-aging they did with Michael Douglas and Ant-Man, there can do a lot.
No, but
does she look bad?
And she didn't look. She again looks great for being
in her 50s,
whatever.
Yeah.
And so
you know who else is in her 50s? You know who else?
My friend that told me, my friend goes, oh, so you're saying Pamela Anderson didn't look good? I'm like, dude, she looked like she was old as fuck. And then my friend was like, oh, so you wouldn't fuck her? I'm like, that's not what come on, no guy ever said that.
Those are two different things.
Yeah, it's two different things.
But you know who else is 50? Salma fucking Hayek.
Yeah, she is. She's still 50 fucking plus. Hot.
I'd watch a porn.
Yo, I follow her on Instagram.
J-Lo isn't
J-Lo's 48.
48.
No, I have her.
J-Lo's in her 40s. Salma Hayek still, in my opinion.
But wait, 48 is, you're saying it she's in her 40s. You're saying she's in her 40s.
She's 49, yeah.
Yeah, she's 49. You're saying she's in her 40s, if she's 42. She's 49 years old, bro. And she looks like that. Yeah. What if in a year she goes to shit?
Yeah, she's just gonna let herself go in a year. She's not. She's gonna be like the red woman from fucking Game of Thrones. Just take off the necklace and she's old.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I work with a lot of Filipinos and Asians and stuff like that. I live in Queens, and there's the aging process for Asian women is that they stay looking the same until they reach a certain age, and then almost overnight, they shrink a foot and they turn into these little old ladies.
Yeah, that's exactly how
they all joke around about
women. If you're a hot Hispanic chick, you're gonna be hot forever until the day you're not, and then you turn into la abuela down the street. That's like the fucking fat old lady that you're like, oh. Man, in her day, she was smoking. Holy shit! What happened? That day.
I would imagine there's some maintenance involved. Yeah, that day was all of a sudden they're like, "Who lives?" It's like, "Oh, I'm here to see Anna." And it's like, "Yeah, it's me." No.
I know.
That can't be true.
I was here yesterday. Yeah. Is Anna your daughter?
She's been dead for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She hasn't lived here in 20 years. It was a cold night. Oh, yeah.
All right. That was. So you're saying that Pamela Anderson is the best one?
Of its time. I'm trying to think of other my mind is going blank now on celebrity actual sex tape.
Did you watch the China one, the China the wrestler?
I did watch the China one, and that one was weird. It was.
I have to watch it now. I haven't seen it.
That's what I said.
Because I saw it.
But I still liked it. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me.
There's a lot wrong with you.
No, because then she started doing. Remember, she started doing porn afterwards.
Yeah. She was the Avengers.
The Avengers one.
The Avengers
Where
one,
she's She-Hulk.
Me and Mike, no. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This happened.
Well, we
Right
saw
after
her.
the
Remember when we went to?
The original.
Remember when we went to the Exotica Festival or whatever it was?
Yes.
And we
Porn
saw her
convention.
all fucked up.
And we saw her
And we
we
saw her all wrecked.
she was wrecked, and then they took her, like, she was supposed to do a meet and greet. They took her to the back, and then Mike had a friend that was working there, security, and he goes, yeah, you guys want to go see her? Like, we walked behind the ropes, and we see her, and it was one of those saddest sights ever. Like, as a human being, we're like, oh, no, that's
It was not
they carried her out.
comfortable.
They carried her out, and they took her to the hospital, and like an hour later, we get a thing on our phone saying that China's been admitted to the hospital and like, we're like, oh, no, that does not.
Yeah, like we saw it straight up.
We saw it happen before, but we just thought she was out partying the night before. She first of all, she got there like hours late, and this wasn't like 9 o'clock in the morning. This was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She was supposed to be there at 4, and she got there like at 6 or some crazy shit. So she's late and blah blah blah. But again, we thought it was like a hard night of partying. We didn't think it was anything. Yeah. But when we saw her physically, we're like, oh no, that's not a hard night.
No, yeah. Well, we saw her. I saw it, and then I can't. Man, that was a long time ago. Was I working at the hospital already?
Yeah,
I had to have been, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met you already at the hospital.
Yeah. Okay, so when I saw her, I immediately was like, ooh, that's more like immediately I was like, that's the medical diagnosis kicked in, and I was like trying to figure out like which combo of drugs she was on, because it was not just straight like hungover.
Yeah, that's it was
for me
who's
an active process.
Who doesn't know anything about any drugs. Like, I'm so naive to drugs because I've never done it that people go, oh, she's like, people have to tell me, oh, she's coked up. I go, oh, I do see that now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, it's one of those
Did
things.
they ever like verify what she was on?
Oh, I don't remember, but it
like
was
TMZ.
Who knows?
She was the days before TMZ.
No, this was
like
no.
I think they went to this thing
5,
like
6
in
years ago.
1995.
Oh,
No, this isn't. No,
I
this
thought
was
this was like the early 2000s you were talking about.
No, this was I want to say
This was
the
after
beginning.
they started the podcast.
Yeah, we started the podcast after. Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
but it was.
It had to.
But
Yeah,
either way,
not
and we were watching
over a
it,
decade
going like,
ago.
"Oh, I want to see how fucked up she is." And then when I saw it, you go, "Oh no, I didn't want to see this. My bad."
Well,
because this is not
also.
Fun. This is not like
the video
hungover shit. This is like, oh no.
So she was sick. That's like rehab stuff. But going back to her sex tape, the reason why it was the reason why it was so weird was because I think it was before she had some surgery on her jaw, and then she was also with what's that guy with another wrestler.
X-Pac.
He was the 1, 2, 3 kid. X-Pac, that's his name. And then so the whole time I was watching it, it was just like from watching wrestling, I was like, what moves are they doing? What is going on here? Like, they should be more. They should be doing more. They're more athletic.
It's kind of like the Seinfeld thing when he was dating the gymnast, where he just expected more.
Right?
He just expected more. You go, oh no, I expect you're not a gymnast, remember? And then it turns out at the end of the episode that she broke up with him because in her country, being a comedian is a huge, like, she expected more from him, and she goes, you are no comedian. Yeah.
And then because she saw his act, remember? It was because she saw his act and was like, you're no comedian.
Yeah. So that's what that's what Mike was thinking when he saw the China porn. He's like, oh, you're no wrestler.
Yeah.
Maybe
come off the top rope with this shit. What are you doing? What's happening?
I want to see the buck. Was it the 1, 2, 3 kid? The bucking. Was it? He used to buck. Remember?
Yeah, he used to do the bucking Bronco thing.
Yeah, the bucking Bronco thing. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Randy Orton.
Man,
watch his
get a full. They're like, come on, China, put him through the table. What are you doing? You know.
That's hilarious.
That would be a great blowjob. She's blowing him, then she lifts him up as she's still blowing him, and then drops him on a table, like fucking breaks through the table.
Like,
get the table.
Like you go straight from a blowjob into a power bomb, and then you go
and it's
right
always
through the
Spanish,
table.
It's always a Spanish announcer's table that gets fucked up. Oh.
Not again.
Yeah, is that not the most racist thing that everyone's just cool with? Where like the Spanish announcers are like their tables are so flimsy. We can talk about the quality. There's no equality between the two tables.
No. Which is weird because they should be using the Spanish pine, which is way stronger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they should. The Latinos should also be like, we brought luchadors into the game. Treat us with some respect, you know. Like, we've been doing this shit longer than you.
But if you think about it, the reason why they always destroy the Spanish table is because the announcers are also carpenters and could actually fix the table.
No.
No. Well, I'm deaf now. That's the loudest noise I've ever heard. Wow.
Well, that's
Is it ringing? Is it still making a ringing noise? Because I hear a ringing noise.
Hour and a half of
I'll
our
put it.
lives.
I'll lower the volume down a little bit, I guess.
Oh man, yeah.
So loud?
No,
That's better. Is that better?
no. Now I'm just reminded of death because that's the death. No. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Wait. So this is the show. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
Is this WuBro? What's the topic of the day?
No, there's
Yes,
no
I
topic
know,
of the day.
but-
Did you know WuBro? When did we ever do topics
He
of the
doesn't
day?
listen
we
anymore.
somehow ended up.
No, but I thought we were doing. Oh, because you told me we were
No,
doing
that's
Geek
Geek
More.
More. That's Geek More. That's on Wednesday.
Oh, right. That's what I had scheduled. I just looked now as we've been talking, where I'm like, did I fuck up? And I'm like, no.
No,
This is not.
This is WuBro. No, Geek More is in 2
This
days.
is
You're
a
fine.
This is a sporadic
You're
call.
fine.
You're
Yeah.
a phone a friend
Okay,
right now.
good.
We're literally.
Yeah, oh,
Missy
okay.
said we're excited. I kind of made fun of myself for using the sound effects buttons all episode, and I said, and I made fun of myself with the with the thought of the listeners going, all right, we get it. You have fucking sound effects. Holy shit, calm down. And so Missy
Yeah, you've been hanging out with the Podcaster Novo morning crew too much.
Yeah, and then Missy goes, you don't understand. Like Missy and I went halves on this badass mixer, but neither one of us has used it, and we've had it for over a fucking month. Meanwhile, my wife and the Mamas and
Vanessa and I
Merlot
have
crew
used it, yeah.
have used it multiple times already, and then we're like, so this is me and Missy's first time, so we're going fucking ham on the sound effects buttons, and Missy's like, call somebody. I'm like, I'll call Mike. I know.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Mike's not doing anything.
Oh,
That's what I said. I'm like, are we sure he's not doing anything? And then there's like, chances are.
chances are he's
Like, okay.
it's Monday night. He's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have answered if I was like in the middle of something.
Right. Hey,
I would have run out of whatever I was doing and called you back and been like, "Is something okay? Because what the hell's going? Like,
Why are you calling?
Well, yeah.
I've never gotten a phone call without a text before. I'm like, hey, is there an emergency? Are you guys all right? That would, see, look at what a good friend I am. That's my first thing is like, I hope everybody's okay.
But like, what a sad society do we live in? That's like when we have to apologize for calling people. Like we're so used to just texting that it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like someone like I spoke to a vendor the other day and she called me. She's like, sorry, I called you. I'm driving. I'm like, why are you apologizing for calling me?
Well, I think the egregious one is the surprise FaceTime. Because then it's like, wait a minute,
I need
what
to
kind
be
of
prepared
balls
to
do you have on
FaceTime.
you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm the prime offender of that. I FaceTime everybody. That's my default. It's FaceTime, and people go, "What the?" Like, people get surprised. You see them pick up and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like they did it so surprised. I'm like,
yeah.
If you didn't want me to call, if you didn't want to FaceTime, just don't answer. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't understand what you don't have to answer.
No, I need to know about
But
FaceTimes in advance.
No, I FaceTime.
bougie as
That's
fuck,
yeah.
huh?
That's
You got to
my
put your
default.
face on.
Yes,
Especially on cruise
I'm
ships.
glad that my friends know me.
Especially on
Thanks,
cruise
guys.
ships, I literally that's my default is FaceTime. I'm like, I'm gonna FaceTime.
Well, I mean, yeah. Also, like, the only time when people just unannounced FaceTime me, I assume it's going to be evidence in some sort of crime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, some sort of alibi. Where, like, I was FaceTiming with Mike the whole time. It's like, look, I recorded it. I preemptively recorded our call, you know?
Yeah.
That's the only time where I need to prove Mike's location. You know, I don't know.
No, that makes sense though.
Have you ever seen? Did you know about? And have you seen there's a Tanya Harding has
of her wedding night apparently.
yeah, of her sex tape.
I heard about that one, but Tanya Harding doesn't look like Margot Robbie. So
No.
So
you're not interested.
No.
Everyone said that.
No.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I haven't seen it, but I would. I'm intrigued. I'll watch it. I'll
Who's
watch
the
it. I
comic?
didn't decide I'm gonna get off to it. I'm saying I'll watch it.
I'll watch anything Jeff Galuli's in. I'll watch it. He's a good, yeah. Give me that Galuli. Give me more Galuli on for me, please.
Who's the
No,
comic
but-
that's always like that says that like it doesn't matter what a woman looks like, you'd still want to see her boobs? Is it Ron White?
Ron White.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, that's
Or whoever wrote that joke for Ron White.
Right.
That's why I didn't know about that joke. I was like, I don't know. I don't funny comics.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would watch it. I would watch it out of curiosity, but I would like. It's not the. Let's just say it's not something I would like go looking for.
I know.
But if you sent me the link, I would.
If you'd like me to send it.
I
to
would
you.
go looking for it.
Well, I guess I'm watching the Tanya Harding video. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing.
Send it to you right the fuck now. Hold on.
You have plans for the evening now.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not saying I'll get off to it, but I will watch anything, like any celebrity. I'm like, oh, I wonder what. Okay, all right.
That's
Did
fair.
you ever watch a girl from the? Did you ever watch the show Blacklist?
I was on Blacklist. Which girl?
The main chick.
Oh, yeah, she has one.
So apparently she has one. Supposedly she has one, but you can't really tell it's her because it's one of those like set the camera on the counter and then go and have the sex, and so it says that it's her. If you go to Celebrity Jihad, it says that it's her, and it is hot because she's very loud, and I'm like, okay, I'm in, but I don't know if it's actually like you don't know if it's actually really her, but it very well could be. But it could be somebody who knows. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like.
What makes a good porn?
I like POV.
Huh?
I like
that.
What's
That's
that?
Tanya Harding's ass/vagina.
Oh, I was hoping
that
I'd
looks
see
like
that today.
poo. Why does it look like there's poo on
She has
it?
roast beef.
Maybe.
I like Mike.
You now have this in your search.
Missy asked.
I just got the link to the Tanya Harding video. You
you're
guys gotta give me a
welcome.
minute. You guys gotta give me a minute.
Oh, I'm not watching. We're not watching it now.
to watch it with us on the
I'm
phone,
not
it's
caught
okay.
up.
It's
This is
okay.
not a group activity.
So, Missy,
Guys, I didn't do the reading. I'm not prepared.
Just copy it and make it look like you did it yourself, okay?
Change it a little.
Yeah,
bit so it doesn't
I'll
look like
change
you
it a little.
Missy asked a good
Exactly.
question. She said, "What makes a good porn?" Personally, I like POV. I like point of view.
I think what you're saying is the most important personally, because everybody's idea of what makes good porn
Absolutely,
is different.
yeah.
Like
Well,
like
what
everybody
makes a good
has
superhero movie. Like we all have different ideas of what makes a superhero movie, a good superhero movie. So my thing is POV.
And-
I prefer POV over anything. Like if you just set the
I like a POV superhero movie. I love it. Like Hardcore Henry was a good one. That
Yeah.
was a POV action movie. That was good.
Chronicle,
yes.
So,
Found footage. I like it.
POV. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I've realized that I like POV because I'm just imagining myself in that scenario,
Yeah,
and if I don't have to look
That's
at a
point of
guy,
POV.
the whole point of
That's the
porn
whole
itself
point.
in general is that you want to see yourself in that situation, and that's the whole
well,
point.
you know what? That's the like when I talk to some like the girls that watch porn, that they like, oh no, I like to see the event. I want to see the whole thing going down. They don't like the POV,
No,
and then now they have POV from a female perspective, which they were telling me about, and I was like, ooh, that sounds awful for
that
me.
sounds aggressive.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah.
That sounds aggressive. But and I like amateur.
What is it? The
I like
corner of a sofa? Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did somebody get that?
Yes,
Did somebody get
I
it?
got it.
Are we on a delay?
No.
Check. 1, 2. Sibilant. Timing.
He has not stopped with the goddamn noises all night.
It's like a new toy. He'll tire out of it.
I will.
Will he though?
I
Just take the batteries out and then stop making noise.
Reset it to Spanish mode, guys.
No.
You got kids. Come on. You take the batteries out and then it doesn't make noise anymore.
But yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's all personal.
Yeah.
Missy, what's your favorite?
To be determined, asshole.
Oh, she likes anal. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I am. There's noise.
going through a
Oh
tunnel.
boy.
I want to go away
I'm going
now.
to. Oh.
Can I die
All right,
now?
Mike. Thank you for indulging us and being on the podcast, bro. Love you, bro.
Oh no, you're stuck with me now. You're stuck with me. No, you can't hang up on me ever.
We're-
Don't you dare. No. You son of a bitch.
Anyways, but on Wednesday, you're gonna be on Geekmore, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. I have no idea what we're doing. Which one should I pick? What's my mountain?
Oh, the mountain is gonna be for Wednesday. Is gonna be. I could say it because by the time this airs, no, it won't be.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Like it'll be a
Like,
be a
it's gonna
preview.
be Pixar movies.
Oh, right. Ooh,
Why are you
shit,
shaking
that's
your
a
head
tough
at me,
one.
Stephanie?
Because I chose
Is
the
it not
wrong
Pixar?
one.
Yeah, you chose the wrong
I
one.
chose the wrong one.
So Pixar movies.
And we're clear, Pixar, not Disney.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay,
And
I
there's
know
like
you're
20,
about
21
that.
of the Pixar movies, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Ooh, this one might get me. This one might
24.
get people mad at me.
24,
Yeah.
but we're also including is that including Cars 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You have to.
So
The sequel?
21 to choose
No,
from.
yeah.
Oh boy.
The Wikipedia page said there's Pixar movies are, I think, 24, 25, something like that.
Oh wow. Okay. So you have your homework. There you go.
Pixar movie. Got it.
All right, brother. Love you. Talk to you
All
later.
right, man. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
And that's how you make a phone call on this amazing mixer. Man, I love Mike. I miss him. He's funny as fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Look, he was on the phone for 20 minutes and he got crazy amount of laughs. More laughs than I've gotten in a fucking hour and 20 before that. Anyways, so we talked about the Wendy's guy, right? What else are we talking about?
I want to talk about the Olive Garden guy.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Because I just read the headline and I was like,
I have the story.
Is this
Give
Russia?
me 1 second and I will pull it up. Hold on. Vamp. Florida man arrested outside Olive Garden of course it was Florida, after, quote, angrily shoveling spaghetti into his mouth. Olive Garden famously claims that when you're there, you're family, but the distinction evidently has its limits considering a man was arrested outside the popular Italian restaurant chain earlier this week for belligerently eating pasta and harassing customers. The incident.
How do you belligerently eat pasta? You're drunk? I'm so mad. Hum, rum, rum. Like, how does that work?
Was he drunk before?
But belligerent doesn't mean drunk.
No, but that's an easy.
Yeah.
It's so, I've actually said this before. I've had this conversation about this specific word. There are certain words that are only used.
You just associate them with.
You just associate belligerent with drunk because that's the only way it's used. Like, oh, he was belligerently drunk.
Right.
And I looked at what belligerent means. I was like, oh, that's just angry.
Yeah, hostile and aggressive.
Yeah.
According to the new Oxford.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not even, like, I remember looking this up a few years ago and I was like,
a lot of times it's used incorrectly because you're just using it to describe like a level of drunk, but like belligerent means angry. It doesn't mean throwing up. It doesn't mean, it's not. Right. It's often used incorrectly. The incident, which
he was angrily like,
yes, angrily shoving.
How much pasta?
I don't know. Hold on.
Like, did he have a bucket where he goes?
Was it like the all you can eat, like pasta and breadsticks?
The incident, which you'll be absolutely shocked to learn took place in Florida, occurred just outside an Olive Garden in Naples, where police were dispatched.
Oh my God, Naples!
We've been to that one.
We have been to that.
I'm sure there's more than one Olive Garden in Naples.
I don't think
Naples
so.
has grown a lot. You'd be surprised.
We were like, what's that? That was before. That was before. Was that before? That was before Oliver was born. I know that.
Okay, I was pregnant with Oliver.
Yeah,
Oliver's almost 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not 10 years.
I understand, but you could have added another Olive Garden in 5 years.
Okay.
Where police were dispatched to deal with a man who was allegedly disturbing customers, according to the Miami Herald. When cops arrived, they found the man shirtless on a bench, shoveling spaghetti into his mouth with his hands and reeking of booze, per a police report from the Naples Police Department. The employee who made the call to the authorities said the man had been asking patrons for money and yelling expletives outside the restaurant, then came inside and began to cause a scene. Cops tried asking the man, now identified as Ben Paget.
I was like, Penn Badge?
Yeah, I had a moment. What he was doing on the bench, but arrested him for disorderly intoxication after he responded by muttering obscenities. As the Herald so wonderfully points out, they offered him some paper towels to clean the pasta off his face before they cuffed him. That was nice.
Because he was probably white.
Yeah.
Well, he's from Naples, yeah.
Yeah. No, his name sounds white AF.
He's also in Naples.
Right. Once in the back of the squad car, Bajic allegedly continued to cause a commotion and flailed around so hard he smashed his head against the partition that had to be treated at the hospital. Oh. He was later transferred to a local jail and also charged with resisting an officer.
Right. 2 things. 1, there's only one.
Naples.
There's only one.
Oh, there is only one Olive Garden?
Olive Garden Naples. We looked it up. And 2, somebody had to when he went in there asking for money, somebody means a patron must have given him the food when they left.
Right.
Like, oh, here are my leftovers.
Right.
And that's why he was eating with his fucking hands. He didn't have utensils.
Right.
So that's why he was angry. So he didn't get arrested.
But why was he mad about it?
Because he
didn't have food instruments.
Well, not only that, but
you're eating pasta. Why are you mad?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think it was just one of those things. Vanessa did this to me the other day, where she
made you have spaghetti without utensils.
She got mad at me. She got mad at me, and I immediately apologized because I was in the wrong. And then she kept getting angry, and I was like, and then she verbally said this out loud. She goes, "Look, I just had this all built up in you."
I get that. I understand that feeling.
She said it to me. She actually said it out loud. She goes, "Look, I just had all this planned out, and now you agreed with me, and you apologized too quickly, and I just want to let it out." And I'm like, "Okay."
I just want to be.
Oh no, it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. It was a school. It was with the yearbook. And I go, yeah, no, you're right. They fucked up. And you're like, look, I just had. That's what she said.
I was like,
I understand that feeling though.
I told him, I was like, oh, the school said A, B, and C. They're gonna fix the problem. And he goes, oh, okay, I'm not mad anymore. And I was like, no. No, I'm still angry. Like they offered to fix this way too quickly, and I'm still mad, and I want to be
They
mad.
fixed it too quickly, and I'm like, they fixed all of our problems. Like, there's no, and they're gonna give us a full refund, and they're still gonna give us the year. But like, we're fine. Like, we won in this situation. We're actually winners. And then she was like, they fixed it too soon. I'm too upset. I want to keep going. And I'm like, okay, that I do understand. And I think that's what happened with this dude. He was super mad and angry, and then somebody gave him pasta, and he was like, well, I'm still fucking mad. And he just shoved pasta into his
shoving fistfuls of
and then sure enough, that's what happened. And so yeah, that's a thing. That's a
okay.
thing.
Well, that was a fun story.
Yeah.
I liked
think,
it.
Yeah, all right. I don't know why you have to end it that way. Make it weird. Is that the only story we had? That
No, there's more
We had
stuff.
Another one. We had Bill Cosby.
Vanessa doesn't do research.
right?
Bill Cosby saying that he's America's.
Oh, yeah, he
dad.
tweeted, which is amazing. He tweeted from jail. How the fuck? I mean, it's a white people jail. I get it, but it's like it's rich people jail. But still, Twitter.
They do have internet access.
Yes, but I was under the impression that they're not allowed to
They're
be on
not allowed
social
to have
media.
Social media.
Well, and then he's
Maybe I'm assuming
he's sucking somebody's dick in prison.
I'm assuming that my guess is that he had his people do that. Like he had his agent
He
tweet
could
that
be.
out. And he called him. He said Happy Father's Day from America's favorite dad, America's dad. Like he still called himself America's dad, and I was like,
honey?
America's dad doesn't rape 50 women. Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
America's dad doesn't like slip women quaaludes and then have sex with them when they're passed out.
Yeah,
It's not a thing.
is that America's dad? America's dad is creepy as shit.
I mean, it's the creeper from Abducted in Plain Sight. It's that guy.
I don't know what's
fantastic.
creepier, Twitter wise. The fact that Bill Cosby tweeted on Father's Day. It was actually a day late, but it was still about Father's Day about him being America's dad, or O.J. Simpson joining Twitter on the anniversary of the murders of Nicole.
No, but there's a video of him circulate. Like he said on Twitter that he's had like.
Yeah, he's gonna get back at people.
He's gonna get back at people
because people have been talking shit, with no repercussions, and I'm gonna get back at them and blah blah. But that was his intro. That was his intro video to Twitter.
Right.
But to me, the creepier part is the fact that he
did it
joined on the anniversary of their death, and it's like, ugh. And then I shared this tweet with a couple.
On purpose?
Of course he did,
man. I mean, that's not. Is that not an anniversary? Look, whether or not he did it or not, he did. Whether or not
he totally did.
Allegedly, yes. But
I don't care. Sue me, OJ.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Anything to be famous, huh?
So not anything. Sex tapes, showers, baths in Wendy's tubs, but
I'm not bathing at Wendy's.
I'd rather put on a sex tape.
I'd rather put on a. I really would.
So but here's the thing. Yes, he did it, but whether or not you did it or not, like just take any human being, whether or not you actually committed the crime or not, when your wife gets murdered, that's a date that you remember.
Yeah.
Right? That's not like that. I don't know. Does Facebook have a thing for that?
Like an alert?
An alert. Like FYI.
Murder anniversary.
Murderversary is coming up now.
Murderversary. That's the title of the episode.
The title of the episode.
Murderversary.
Yeah, you're right. Damn it, you're right. Murderversary.
Sorry, when I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I thought Meow would have been a better one.
No,
the odds
Murderversary it is. So Murderversary, yeah, but that's a thing though, right? Like that. Won't you remember that, whether you did it or not? Forget the fact that it's OJ, and yes, he did it. But wouldn't you remember that date?
Yeah.
Like this is the day that's coming up. So why would you join Twitter? Like, it's not like Twitter's a new thing. Twitter's been out for fucking 10 years, right? You just now joining that shit. You took your time with it. So why join on the day of your murderversary?
And it's not only that he joined on the day of her anniversary. He joined and then said, posted a video where he said he had revenge. He was gonna enact revenge on people. I'm like, this is somebody that we know killed people. Yeah.
Are we still shocked that people just do crazy shit on the internet?
I know, but
he was at the Improv a couple times when I was there performing, and I didn't want anything to fucking do with it. Like I didn't want it. And then one time it was Tommy Davidson that was headlining, and they were like,
but he was like a comic, or he was just a patron
in the green room. They were fucking hanging out and chumming it up. At one point, he was talking about Kim Kardashian, and I was the MC, so I had
famous Kim Kardashian.
No, post famous Kim Kardashian. Okay. He was talking about how he felt weird seeing, knowing of Kim's sex tape because he saw this little girl grow up. Because I don't want, and he's but he has to also acknowledge that she's super hot. This is him I heard this myself in person, but I didn't want to even be in the green room, but I had to because literally hosting, and I had to get one comic off and bring on the headliner. And the old Miami Improv, the stage, actually the new Miami Improv was the same way, where the green room leads onto the stage. So I didn't want to be in this fucking green room with them. I was like, I don't want to fucking be anywhere near this fucking murderer. I don't want to be. And everybody was like, oh, chummy, like, oh, are you gonna go hang out in the green room? I'm like, no.
He killed people.
He killed human beings. Billy Corbin did that to me one time. I was at the radio station. He's like, oh, Fulano de Tal is downstairs if you want to get to meet him. He's about to leave. I go, who's Fulano de Tal? He's like, he's the guy in Cocaine Cowboys. He's the blah, blah, blah hitman. I'm like, this is a guy who killed people? Yeah. I go, nah, I'm fine. I don't want to get a fuck. I'm not going to post an Instagram photo like, hey, look at me with this murderer. No, thanks, Billy. I'm all right, thanks. Well, the same thing. Like 10 years earlier, same thing. Everybody's like, oh, OJ's in a green room, bro. You get to hang out with him. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with a fucking murderer, dude. What's wrong with you people? And so...
it's because he's famous.
So, yeah, but I just didn't fucking care. And I was like, even then, I was brand new to comedy and everybody, everybody gets starstruck. And I was like, no, dude, he's a murderer. Like, I don't foresee.
Like the glove fit.
Yeah, no, like everybody and their mother was like, people on Twitter, I saw people on Twitter defending him, like, look at this motherfucker, have some respect for the greatest running back of all time. And I was like, that's what you remember from
murder cancels that out. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
And so.
It's not even murder, it's double homicide.
Double homicide.
Like, cancels that shit out.
And it's brutal homicide. It's like 87 stabs.
Yeah, no, I've
homicide.
seen those pictures.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, and then, so he was there a couple times when I was there. And then the last time, he was there. He what's his name was headlining. Who did he just say? Tommy Davidson. And they had this bit where he goes, "Damn, OJ, you guys think OJ did it or not?" And then OJ came out on stage with a fucking butcher knife.
Oh Lord!
As a bit, and I was like, "This is a train wreck, dude."
Dude, if that would have happened now,
people were shocked. People were more shocked than anything else. And then Tommy was like, "Nah, he's fucking around and blah blah. We're friends." And I was like, yeah.
If that shit were to happen now, that would be a totally different ballgame.
But it was. I mean, yeah, it was like 13, 14 years ago, yeah. And I remember being like, no, I don't want to. So I remember now this whole thing with Twitter, I was like, dude, you're just, no. He had a great tweet where he had a video, posted a video of him talking about fantasy football. And like, who would you pick?
OJ?
OJ. Mm-hmm. He's talking about, such and such player, this quarterback, this running back, blah, blah. These are my top picks. Am I missing anybody? And the reply was, I could tell you 2 people you didn't miss. And it was like, woo! And that's the tweet that the guy was like, hey, have some fucking respect for the greatest running back of all time. I'm like, no, fucker. He's a murderer. He's the greatest, maybe mass murderer of all time. Is that a thing? You want to go in your Hall of Fame for that?
Mass murderer.
2 people?
I think mass has to be more than 4, I think.
No, it has to be more like...
I know that like when... it's a surprisingly low number.
Yes. I think it's 3.
I think it's 4.
Mass murdering. What are the qualifications?
The criteria of a mass murder.
Great. Now I'm gonna get the FBI knocking on my door. Why are we looking at mass murdering qualifications?
The FBI defines mass murder as murdering 4 or more people during an event with no cooling off period.
No cooling off period.
Oh yeah,
so it's a superset.
Let me stop it.
So.
Let me stop into 7-Eleven and get like a big gulp before I continue killing people.
Oh, you fucked up. You just cooled off. Nah. You got to start all over again.
Yeah, it's 4 more. Jesus.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to end it.
Mass murder.
On superset.
On Murderversary.
On super murdering set.
Happy Murderversary.
Yeah. Guys. Happy Murderversary, y'all. Yeah, but he did it. Anyways, thank you for checking us out. Make sure to check out WuBro on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Everything is WuBro Pod. If you missed it for some reason, I don't know how you did because we blasted it all over all of our social media. I was on a episode of the So I Married a Movie Geek podcast where we did a fantasy movie draft of best 90s movie villains. Spoiler alert, I won. So make sure you guys check that out. Missy is also on the Twitch and the Instagram. What's your handle?
I'm not. Well, I am on Twitter,
but it's private. But your Instagram
is Missy Writes.
Missy Writes
with 3 S's, so it's
Missy Writes. Missy Writes.
Yeah, that's more. Just 3 S's.
3 S's.
That's the only way I can.
Yeah.
Get the handle.
Yeah, because you couldn't do Missy Writes. That would have been weird.
That was his fucking suggestion.
Yeah. And
I said no.
she said no. I'm like, I'm supposed to be a professional writer. I can't write the word rights. I'm like, you think Penguin Publishing is not going to publish you because you fucking fucked
And
your
then I
Twitter
was
handle?
shocked that he fucking knew who Penguin Publishing was.
She goes, that's an actual publishing house. I go,
Yeah.
I know. I think I just fucking threw words at the wall and just kind of like, oh, I got one.
Then I
It
go,
was going to be between that and Orangutan Publishing, but I fucking went with Penguin for some reason.
this is a good time.
Stephanie is on. Make sure you check out her events coordinating, which is events_by_ the letter U. So that's events by you
On Instagram, Facebook,
and
and
Facebook.
eventsbyu.com.
Events by you, the letter U, right?
Yep, the letter U.
eventsbyu.com. So make sure, because I can't bend my fingers to,
Well, then don't try.
Jeez. Events by Half Donut? What's that? What are you looking at?
U.
Events? Is that a U? That's no. Is that a?
How do you do your use?
That would be a U.
That's
Maybe.
not a. What the
This would
fuck
be-
is that? That's like a little
write
Vienna
in block
sausage.
letters?
Yeah, look, a U. This should be a U.
That's a
She's
Vienna
doing
sausage.
this. Are you
Yeah.
out of your mind?
I didn't do this.
Yes,
is
you
what
did.
you're doing. I'm doing this.
That's even
A
wider.
little U.
How is this wider than this?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, Trump's America strikes again.
And thank you for Vanessa for filling in.
I'm on Moms and Merlot. You can find me on Moms and Merlot.
We're going to have a panel at SuperCon.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are. I'm super
anyways.
I
excited.
won't be there, but have fun. guys.
Saturday at 8:45. Yay, come see us.
Saturday, 45 SuperCon. Make sure you guys check out Mamas and Merlot, which we're very proud of, the Geek Bro Network. She's the only one on the Geek Bro. They are the only ones on the Geek Bro Network that got approved. All the other Geek Bro Network podcasts that submitted were told to go kick rocks, except for Talking Geek, which was told maybe kick rocks, maybe not.
Oh, they got waitlisted?
They got waitlisted.
Oh, okay.
And so we were like, and they were mad that they were waitlisted. I'm like, at least you got waitlisted, fuckers.
Well, 'cause
like we
they-
got flat out told go suck a dick. Like,
I
we just
understand why
buy-
because they had a panel last
Yeah.
year. So it's like, well, we had one last
Well, Mike last year was on New York Comic Con as a media personality, he had a media pass, and then this year they told him to go kick rocks.
Oh,
Ain't that some shit?
no shit.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're trying to get out to New York Comic Con, which is why we're doing multiple episodes of Geek Bro this week. But thank you guys for checking us out. Geekbro.net. That's all the podcasts. So you're gonna find geekbro.net and find other podcasts such as the What's Good, Zero's on Hero, Shiver, which is a horror movie podcast. Mount Geek Mode, which we've talked about, of course. Talking Geek. Better Let Me Tell You, which Better Let Me Tell You has a great interview with
Lucy. This,
Lucy Lopez
yeah,
from Power 96.
Yep.
So make sure you guys check that out. Comedy Fitness, of course, Mamas and Merlot, and Morbid Curiosity. So make sure you guys check that out. Thank you very much. And that's how winning is done. Hey, this is the What's Up Bro podcast. Hey, this is the What's Up Bro podcast. We talk about movies, TV, geek stuff, news, pop culture, and it's funny, motherfucker.